was working back at home, never had to throw a stone till you came knocking at the door. Think I made a wrong decision, thought I had a premonition. Now you got me wanting more. So addicted to the high, I forgot about the low, keeping me under control. Broken hearted, I can tell, that's what you want from me as well. Why you gotta have that smile? Why you gotta be so wild? Why you gotta have those eyes? Why you gotta tell me lies? Baby, I'm not surprised, still the same thing this time. You were trying to hide your heart, liking yourself in mine. I don't wanna be just trapped in your world. Don't be on my back, you wanna be like that, then you're not my girl. 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 I don't know what else to say. Not your business anyway. Moving on to brighter days. Now you promise you'll behave. Same promise, different day. Baby, it was a mistake. I just need to get away. Been too busy, I can meditate. I don't wanna entertain. Just think I need a couple drinks. I'm not even that guy, but for you I might try. Why you gotta have that smile? Why you gotta be so wild? Why you gotta have those eyes? Why you gotta tell me lies? Baby, I'm not surprised, still the same thing this time. You were trying to hide your heart, liking yourself in mine. I don't wanna be just trapped in your world. Don't be on my back, you wanna be like that, then you're not my girl. 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 Couldn't never manage. Sorry that you couldn't never do it, all the baggage. I'm the whole package. Out on my own, on the road I got damaged. Turned me to a loner. Girl, you made me wanna go back to the dojo. Baby, I'm a soldier, so I don't really mind if we don't ever get closure. I put my foot on the gas, I do not settle for less. I've been thinking too much about the past. Couple things left me in cash. I've been hoping you would think of me differently. Not that it was meant to be, just that it felt good to be together. But baby, no matter the weather, I never settle. You got too busy for me on your schedule. Didn't know this would go down when I met you. Guess all I wanted to do is impress you. I don't think this was too good on my mental. The spot that you kept in my brain ain't a rental. No, baby, it's never really over. Never really over. No, baby, it's never really over. Never really over. Just know that you still cross my mind from time to time when I'm tryna unwind. No, baby, it's never really over. Never really over. No, baby, it's never really over. Never really over. Just know that you still cross my mind from time to time when I'm tryna unwind. No. Meditating, training in a dojo. Tryna cop a condo out in Soho. 1 or 2 or 3, no, I need 4 flows. Solo, I've been traveling up on a long road. Took a chance, I'ma see where it'll all go. If I don't make it, then I never wanna go home, no. If money ain't calling the line, don't answer. My shawty closing all the blinds, she a dancer. As a youth, I dreamed about driving a Lancer. Shit changed, not a hard job, would probably make a million, no fold. Risk go froze. See me walking down Rodeo, paparazzi taking pics, no pose. Deals got closed. Ain't nobody on my level in my city, all you clowns ain't foes. Yeah. I can give you all that you want, all that you need, all that you want, all that you need, all that you want. Nights with more stars, all foreign cars, all push to start. That's the fantasy part, stays in my heart. Right now I just been solo, meditating, training in a dojo. Tryna cop a condo out in Soho. 1 or 2 or 3, no, I need 4 flows. Solo, I've been traveling up on a long road. Took a chance, I'ma see where it'll all go. If I don't make it, then I never wanna go home, no. I feel like I'm going down too far. Will you be my cloud again? I feel like I'm going down too far. Will you be my cloud again?
So I'll play here. Of course not. I don't know if we can go out. Exactly. Alright, so can't even see it. There you go. Put this like right there. Alright, so everybody, welcome to. It's okay.
Woohoo!
It's okay. Yo, that's insane.
Sun was great. Sun and moon.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Out in the open.
But yeah, yo, we have 3 KOGA members
Keep
who
it
are
out in
50%
the
done.
open, baby. You're the one that was chosen.
But yo, welcome to another
You're the
episode
one
of
that was
STREAMBEATS.
chosen,
Some W's in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Hope everybody's
I
having a
can
good
see the
Thursday.
commotion.
And today is not like
I
any
can
regular
see
day.
it
Today,
controlling your brain.
what
We
is
too
it?
filled with emotion.
It is KOGA Love Japan.
Need to go through the motions, baby.
It is KOGA Love Japan.
Oh.
So the highly anticipated collective album of
If you
KOGA,
say that you need me,
encapsulating our journey
then you know
to
I'll
the
be
east,
right there by your
will be
side.
out this
There's no place too far.
Okay, so I actually
Place
did the
too
looping
far
correctly.
for me.
Yeah, man.
Just
And
don't
we have
play
more
no
guests coming through
games
right
with
now.
me.
The ones who are late.
Just don't play no games. I can keep you safe. Just
There you
don't
go.
play no
I
games.
mean,
You can call me babe.
I got so scared
Baby.
that when you came in last, and I saw the message.
Oh shit. Appreciate the. I gotta
No, Blue
Okay.
told me earlier. Hey,
say what's up to the chat right now.
Wawan chat.
Malik, you're on live.
I'm on live. Fuck everyone. Let me say I love you guys.
Damn. See how mean these guys are? She hit me.
Okay.
She hit me.
Bro.
Listen, I'm gonna sit right here because I don't
It's like wearing black.
I'll just-
Like the black.
You trying to play soccer today, Rob?
Soccer?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yo, that's a family heirloom.
What's
That
up,
is actually
everybody?
good.
Is it actually?
That's
Yeah.
actually very precious to us.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
sick.
I'll leave it.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
Like,
what
no
he's
cap.
saying.
It's like that. So it's like a relic of a past family member.
For real?
Yeah, Snowball.
Oh, your dog.
Yeah.
Really?
That was
You had a dog at some point?
Yeah.
Snowball.
One of his favorite toys.
Wow, I didn't know that.
You didn't know we had a dog?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Shit, what are some new
Man,
things?
y'all niggas doing dirty with this lighting.
Exactly.
Yo, this guy's so tall he can't even show up. Look at how tall Jeep is.
Yo, all you see is teeth. Talking.
Yeah, God said make it enough, nigga.
There you go.
Yeesh.
But then I'm just like incredibly bright.
I'm fucking What do you call that? Melanin? Melanin?
Yo.
The black and the berry.
Over the
Exactly.
I think that's V saying like they're coming to the show tomorrow. They're super excited. Yo, we're excited to see you.
We're excited
Everybody.
to see you. Come on, guys. You gotta fucking.
I didn't even see my eyes.
I gotta back this up a little bit.
Yeah,
So
we gotta
everybody
back it
can
up.
actually.
Hey, yo.
Pause.
Yeah.
There we go. We can finally see it.
Don't you come here.
Yeah.
Want me to move back?
Yeah.
No, you're fine with yours.
No,
I think yeah.
Tricky ass.
Get a space, you know, and get nice and comfortable, you know.
Roberto.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's there.
Excited about the show
There we go.
tomorrow.
The fuck? Insane.
It's gonna be dope. And yeah, this is a very special occasion because I have all the KOGA members all in one place, and you guys don't realize how fucking difficult it is to get these guys all in one space. You know, so this is actually a W moment. You know what I'm saying?
W chat.
Exactly. So yo, just to give quick introductions to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Caesar,
What's up?
Queen, over there. Greenbeard. This is the first time you're on the show, which means you gotta sign the board.
We gotta actually sign
Where's your
after.
sound
We gotta
effects?
sign
What is
KOGA on the board after too.
Who's first time is it on the show?
Bro, we just.
Oh, shit.
stupid from camera.
Okay.
I love it.
Something
stupid. No, we stupid on the money, but he's right.
That's like,
Headphones.
Is this yours? Are you looking for this?
Yeah, that's 2 jokes.
Fucking Malik, man. Yo, King, that's on that.
oh yeah, you can like.
Nigga, sign it.
What do you?
No, I'm trying to put a countdown for the for the thing.
What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's blessed tonight. Happy,
Yeah, we gotta let him know we're on stream,
you
bro.
know. All good.
Oh yeah.
We gotta let him know we're on stream, bro. What the
Taking a
fuck is this?
picture of us, taking a picture of us. I like it.
Of course.
Yeah, meta.
Yo, can I see
Yo, we're on stream right now.
Yo, we're
The
the
whole fucking team. KOGA.
KOGA.
candy cane, bro.
Alright, tag me in that story, bro.
Yeah, me
So I can
too.
share- so I can share it.
Yeah, it's fucking mine, dude.
Can I take one?
There you
Yeah.
go.
Thank
Malik's
you.
always
Yeah.
getting some snack, bro.
Exactly, man.
Candy's in the room. That's just gone, bro.
Yeah, Malik.
Oh yeah, that's
Malik got a
true.
sweet tooth, man.
Yo, so what is we
Yo,
doing?
tag me on
man?
that.
Is we cooking up or something or what?
And we ain't cooking up nothing. I promise.
Yeah.
But you can actually you can if you
Yeah.
want.
To cook up ass?
You guys can if you want.
I was just talking about Japan.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real, guys.
Alright,
I felt like I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna get you guys to record for my album.
I'm gonna be all the way. What the fuck is this?
Oh, this guy got exposed.
Okay, we're not doing. No,
Yeah,
this
you guys
is the
got
stream.
exposed.
This is the stream elements thing, but it's not fucking
Were
working.
you actually?
No, I'm kidding. It's not. It's not. He gets exposed.
But all right, so I had absolutely no plan for
No
what the fuck we were gonna do. I just thought we were gonna do a stream, and you know what I'm saying?
Live stream.
Was good, Kronos. Yeah. So I think what we should just do is obviously like this is for the album and shit, and so what we can do also for like clips
The
and
glasses
shit.
are not saving you.
Yeah.
But still, now I'm actually in the light, bro.
Yeah.
Just give me the light.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Yeah, now,
You're good.
now, no, a bit problem.
And so, yo, it's good, Tony. Tony, always day one of the stream.
Just give me the light. Yeah, you know, Sean Paul doing like a final tour.
Sean Paul doing it.
Why
fucked
do
up.
you care?
Cause I just said, just give me the light, and I just thought about it right now. Like, isn't the nigga doing a final tour?
Yeah, it's kind of strange that you have that information. Like, who
Cause Jed's going.
give it to
Jed's
Lick,
going
oh,
with.
Jed?
Yeah, it's going to Sean
White
Paul
boy
final
from
tour.
Cornwall?
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
But yo, Sean Paul.
Sean Paul's a white
big.
from white.
No.
No, he's
One of my
back from
coworkers.
Afghanistan.
Oh, okay. I bet.
He's from where?
Afghanistan.
This guy.
That's why I can't have people on the stream.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, he's from a guy. He just be dropping bombs, man. Whenever he drops the track.
You're fucking
Exactly.
Okay, I sent the link
Yeah,
to the
bro.
artist shot so you guys can put your posts.
Just give me the light.
Wait, we have the post?
Yeah, put it on your IGs and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Bumbleclot.
I'm actually doing the same thing too because I haven't
What
done
did the
it.
Jamaican? What did the Jamaican blood What did the Jamaican like? What do you call that?
What?
The Jamaican nurse that's taking a blood transfusion. What did they say? They're like
No.
Bumbleclot.
You're dumb as
fuck.
You're dumb as fuck. I'm supposed to say blood clot.
Blood clot, Bumbleclot. Oh yeah, no, it's all clot.
Yo, I'm live right now with KOGA.
Yo.
Click the link right here to join.
You're such a YouTuber.
Facts.
What do you mean?
I actually have to redo that. I forgot to delete my other stories.
Ooh, I like that. There was a filter on that. Yeah, it was cool.
Big head number 1.
Yo, we're live right now. Fuck, man.
There's only one big head is wild.
Yo, we're live right now. Whole team. Pull up.
You guys are so ridiculous. Oh my goodness.
Holy shit, bro.
I like that when
Oh my
Nice. All right, so yeah, we have a couple hours to kill before the actual before the actual release of the album, and so I think what we should probably just do is react to the videos, also give some sneak peeks, you know, the shit that hasn't been released yet.
Yeah.
You know, like how many videos haven't been released? There's the just Drive Slow, right?
Slow.
No, the drill shop.
Oh, Drill Shop too. Yeah, Drill Shop.
I'd like to react to Rob leaking that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he leaked the whole album.
Yeah, Frank Rob.
Of course I did.
So people can listen.
Did you not
to
see
it.
it?
I'm just saying.
That's what
No, I've been having that. I've been
Delete
having
the
that
whole
link, bro.
Yo,
I'm
bro.
telling you.
You know what said? I don't even be on the socials.
But he saw it.
All I saw was, yo,
Here's
here's
the
the
album.
album.
Yeah.
I was like, why is Rob sending me the album? I go, I see the broadcast show. I'm like, oh, word. 100 motherfuckers in this just got a free album like that.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, this nigga crazy.
No, that's not crazy.
point.
That's not crazy.
And then it was Drew. Drew was like, yo, you know Rob just leaked the album? I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, but those are the dedicated
Those are the
fans.
dedicated fans.
You know,
They deserve
you know
to
what I
get it before.
Exactly.
For sure, that's true.
Yeah.
Once.
You know? Where's the leak at? The leak is in the broadcast channel. You gotta join the broadcast
Yeah,
channel.
if you join my broadcast channel, the album is there right
That's
now.
crazy.
Yeah.
Ha ha, you a fake fan. Why you asking?
Exactly.
Yo.
You would know, Jay. You would know where it was if you were a real fan, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So yo,
Come on now.
Motherfucker.
do we show them the first video, do we show them one that hasn't been out yet? Do we show like Joel Shot?
No, show them drive slow, man.
Drive Slow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say you react to the one that's out first. The one that just came out.
The one that just came out, Clan.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll show Clan.
Sign this.
You what?
Haven't you signed it already?
Yeah,
But
You're right there.
it's not big enough.
What do you mean it's not?
Oh my god.
See what I'm saying? It's not prolific.
Where's yours?
How are you? Oh, that's you?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, I didn't know that was
No,
you.
it's quite eloquent, thank you.
Yeah.
But it's not enough.
I see what you're saying. It's
I
not like, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
LJ's signature is terrible. What the fuck? This guy's a doctor? What the fuck? This nigga sounds like a GP. I've never seen that word to me. What the hell is that?
Oh my god.
Hashtag YVKV. What is that?
the LJ.
Yo,
YV the cave. Oh,
what
YV
link did I
the
just put on my
LJ.
profile? That should have been.
Yo, don't kill me.
That might have been the P Diddy shit. I confirmed before I
Link did
He
you
was
put?
so confused.
I had like my clipboard. I asked him, you took my clipboard. I hope it's the right link, bro.
That's so
Let me
funny.
double check that shit.
This guy Diddy party everybody.
Somebody's gonna be like, yo, let's look it over. It's gonna be like, Diddy getting motion on his nipples, bro.
Yo,
That's
you're obsessed with
insane.
that.
Oh yeah, man.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the little boy's room.
Bruh.
That's
Pause.
crazy. After saying P.
Yeah, after saying Diddy too.
Nasty word.
That's wild.
One of these motherfuckers about to die tonight.
Do 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 do.
Shit. Yo, so nah, never mind. I'm good.
Had a whole hood for nights.
Did that
What?
door lock?
Yeah, the
Oh,
little thing on it.
word.
Bought some texts and Glocks.
Alright, but yeah. So, the first one we're gonna react to is
Your mom.
Clan. You're not funny.
That was rude.
Which is actually like,
Yeah, his mom.
Who
yeah,
the fuck is
exactly.
he?
I wasn't talking about him.
Who's wrong
It's
talking
fan.
about?
Who?
It's a
You know
fan.
what?
Ah.
My bad.
They're gonna pull up to the
Yeah, when you see
listening
him,
party.
you know who was talking about your mama. Landing right there.
Wait, who's pulling to what party?
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat.
Oh, okay. Pulling up to tomorrow?
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about his mom either.
What?
I don't know what this guy's on. Anyways, so
We're trying our best. Yo, we're trying our best, chat. We're trying our best. It's the first time everybody's on live stream at the same time.
exactly,
We're trying, bro.
exactly.
No one knows what the fuck's going on.
Nobody's media trained yet, and so, yeah. So we're gonna go for this one first, right? Which also is the first video that we shot, in Japan, right? And this was like what, like
right after we landed, basically, like the next day.
the next day after we landed. So when we landed,
Yeah, we would work.
we went to fucking work, bro.
Hell
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hell
I
yeah.
didn't take that in.
Yeah. Like when we got to Japan, we landed at the airport. Once we actually got to like our Airbnb, we put all our bags down and then went to go meet Zoe. That was like our connect in Japan. And I don't know if you ever said this on stream, but could you explain like how you even met Zoe? Like how the fuck does this random dude from Japan, like, first of all, hear our music, but then become fans of us and then help us out in this whole fucking thing?
Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy because I just started doing like ads online. And the ads were basically just to, like, you know, promote the music and stuff. And I was testing them out, right? And I tested them out like in Japan. And he just found like Misadventures, a Sun Robin Greenbeard. I don't know which song it was, but he found one of the tracks, and you know, he just hit me up and he's like, "Yo, I didn't think you would answer, whatever." Yeah, no, I just like chopped it up with him a little bit, and he said like, "Yo, whenever you come to Japan, like, yo, let me know, you know, like I'll hook you guys up or whatever." And that's how it happened. 2 years fucking later, that was like in 2021, you know, and we went to Japan in like late 2023. So, you know, sometime later, 2 fucking years later, he basically helped us, you know, translate with Takedown, translate with Big Dodas, showed us a bunch of places in Japan.
Helped us scout everything, bro.
Helped us find locations and stuff, you know. Legend, bro. There's actually on the back cover of the album, that little text in Japanese is actually just a thank you note to Zoe from Tokyo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's thank you, Zoe. This wouldn't have been possible without you.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Thanks a lot, so.
Yeah.
Zoe's the best.
Yeah, Zoe was super nice. Like, another thing, not just like he helped us with like translating like for the artists and stuff like that, and showing us good places to film. He also showed us great places to eat as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
should tell him about the chicken. George, you should tell him about that chicken.
I ain't saying shit.
Yeah, he did.
what was
That's
the chicken?
hilarious.
The super
When he
English
ordered
thing.
the large
First
chicken
Oh yeah.
and the large noodles, and we're all just like,
Shut
bruh.
the fuck up.
Yo, you gotta say that.
You gotta say it, bro. It's part of the story.
Yeah.
Guys, I shut up, I got
Was it called Super Idiot?
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
idiot size. You
Idiot
know?
side.
Yeah.
That's what it was?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I actually have pictures of both.
This is bad for branding.
I'm a
Are you
post. Don't
serious?
worry. Yeah.
No, you're hilarious. It shows the real you.
Just like super idiot.
Okay.
It shows the real you.
You about to. Yeah. Okay.
Yo, man, tell him about the chicken, man.
So, anyways, we're at this spot.
Let me make sure they see your ass.
They
Yeah,
go
man.
hard, yo.
No, we were that was the first night.
This
The
was
first
night-
day that we
Yeah.
went. We
This
went
was
out to
night-
eat.
This is night one in Tokyo, right? We just finished a 14-hour flight. Why is your screen dead?
No, keep going.
Oh, okay. It's keen. So, you know, we just got off a 14-hour flight. You know, we get our bags down and whatnot. We're marked. Hungry. Hungry as fuck. You know? I can't think of anything but food. It got to a point where, like, yo, we were linking up with the rest of the group. I didn't even care. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to eat. Like, you know when you're so hungry, you're angry?
Yeah,
at everybody.
Yeah,
I was
fucking martyr.
I wasn't just martyred, bro. I was homicidal. So we finally meet up. You know, we meet up with Rob and Zoe and whatnot, and you know we say our eyes and whatever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
me,
but-
I can't lie to you. I wasn't even concerned with who the fuck this nigga was because I was just thinking, yo, I'm trying to eat, and he looked at me like a real nigga. He's like, yo, you hungry? I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry. He takes us to this fucking bodega.
Wasn't a book? Oh yeah,
It's a
yeah.
Kaya, right?
Yeah, and
Well,
that's when I got more cheese than I was before because I'm like, yo, why are we at a convenience store? I'm trying to go to a restaurant,
But
but I was
you-
trying to be polite.
Okay,
I was
fair
trying to
enough.
be polite, so I said, okay, cool. I'll step in. He asked me, how do you feel about the fried chicken here? Have you tried it yet? I thought he was gonna take us to a spot. Box of
I was
cashier
right about that fried chicken. Just think.
of a 7-Eleven.
Yes,
And they have rotisserie fried chicken.
Yeah, no, it was not rotisserie fried chicken.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck.
No,
It was some
bro,
kind of
it
fried-
was amazing.
Okay, you want to tell the story?
No, go ahead. Sorry, I just had to let them know how I'm eating that.
Thank you.
What was it called? Femi chicken? Oh,
Whatever
I still
the fuck
dream
it
about
was.
it till this day.
I was not having it. I didn't want to try no chicken from a fucking convenience store. I wanted real
Don't listen
chicken.
to him try.
And
Yeah.
I told him, nigga, I'm hungry. Please take me to somewhere to eat. So
But
he
it was
took us
also
to-
late too. It was really, really late. Was it not?
Yeah,
I don't know. How did it go? Tell me.
Okay, I'll stop interrupting.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
sorry.
So we went to, he takes us to this noodle spot for what was he serve? Yakisoba? He served yakisoba there
Well, yeah, they
and
serve that
fried chicken.
and fried chicken. Yeah.
So me, once I get in there, like I do this at every restaurant. I order the most extravagant thing on the menu, the shit that looks the most expensive, because I want my shit to taste good. I'm the type of nigga, if I order food and I don't like it, I'm gonna send it back. I'm gonna tell them I'm not paying for this. I don't like it. I think it's bad.
He wish you could say that shit.
So to reduce the odds of me having to have that uncomfortable conversation,
That's
I
so
ordered the
funny.
nicest thing I could see on the menu. Unbeknownst to me, the price was related to the size. So before I ordered it, even
What?
credit to
What?
Zoe,
Yeah,
Zoe tried to
niggas
work.
told you, hey,
Hold
you don't
on.
want to get that.
Yeah, you
that
want to tell
extra-
me motherfucking story? Goddamn. Jesus Christ, you nigga, like y'all just hopping the
Hey,
fuck in here.
You said
Froggy ass nigga.
You said unbeknownst.
So, as I was ordering, Zoe warned me. He's like, "Yo, are you sure, my boy? Because the reason why it's so expensive is because it's actually an exceptionally large size, And I was
Okay, wait, hold
Whoa,
on.
it wasn't
Pause,
expensive. It was cheap.
pause.
Literally.
And that's why you were
Pause.
like,
Yo, Queen, pause.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it was
so yo,
not cheap.
It
Yo.
was mad cheap, but I tried to find the most expensive thing on the menu.
but yo, George.
Okay.
So he told you that it was big.
Pause.
Pause.
Yes.
Oh, big pause. Yo, my fault.
Yeah.
My fault. He informed you that the size portions were exceptionally large.
Yes.
He just didn't, but George didn't believe that shit. George said, yeah, I'm gonna get it anyway.
So and he
He's
told
like, no,
me.
he just said,
But
trust
the
me,
thing
I
is,
always order extra large.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
He always says that. He always likes the extra large, nigga. He likes the extra large.
You see this? You see what the fuck's going on right
Yeah,
now?
that's what I remember what he
They're
said.
silencing.
He's like, nah, I'm gonna take the
They're
extra large
silencing. This is
I
suppression.
can eat.
I can't
Yo,
even.
this shit's on camera.
Holy shit.
We have the shit on camera.
No, we have to put it.
Yo, why don't you just play the fucking
No,
camera?
it's like position, nigga. Say your shit.
Okay.
I can pull it up right
If I
now.
could please get some motherfucking order in this goddamn court.
Okay, go.
We'll review the evidence later.
Jesus Christ, nigga.
Don't worry, I'm gonna
So-
post about it.
He said, yo, it's a pretty large size or whatever. I'm like, bro, I'm a pretty large size. When I go out, I always order the largest meal, and it's never enough for me, anyways. So I was like, cool. And especially I wasn't concerned because this is not the stereotype. We're in Japan.
Portions are smaller.
We're Asian. Portions are smaller. So I said, I will take this whatever size it was.
Oh, it's the candy.
Everybody's order gradually comes out. I'm getting pissed off because when they're serving the appetizers, they're so small. I want more. I'm like, yo, bring out another plate. Bring out another plate. He's laughing. The waiter's laughing. The chef is laughing as I'm asking for more plates. I don't know what's going on. Everybody gets their plate. Queen gets her plate. She ordered like a medium size. It was a small plate. I said, uh-huh. Who got his shit? It was a medium size or some shit like that. It was a small plate. I said, uh-huh.
So you're reading the room.
I was reading the room. I said, I'm on track. Good order, good portion, good size. These motherfuckers come to bring my shit out. And it took an extra 5 minutes. I was wondering why. Tell me why these niggas that were laughing at me the whole time come out with a fucking boat, my nigga. Like a boat. Like literally.
No, it was not
feudal-
even that.
It was a few Japanese boat.
That's
Dragon
shit was
Ball.
huge.
Everybody, calm down. Let me explain this shit, nigga. They came out with a literal replica boat, and it was made out of fucking bamboo.
It was like a dragon
And
boat.
inside, it was a dragon boat.
Yeah.
And inside that boat, it was
Chicken.
chicken. So it was a chicken boat.
Give him
Okay,
context. Give him context. Like,
it was like this.
Yeah, like a dragon boat.
You know what I'm saying?
Boat, bro.
Like, bro, my hands were
And
the
it
size
was
of dinner
filled
plates.
to the brim.
My hands were the size of dinner
Yo,
plates.
the
nigga.
chicken
Look at
wanted
me.
to jump
It was
off the
like
boat.
this. Okay, look at his
Oh,
shoulders.
crazy.
It was like that. And they came out and gave it to me. And I saw this shit, and the only thing I could say was, what the fuck? Like, what do niggas think I'm gonna do with this?
But that wasn't the end part.
Bro,
2 seconds later,
it
what
was-
did they bring
I
out?
felt like I just came back from concert.
It was
Ta-da!
insane.
They brought out the fucking.
They brought out-
And then they came out with the noodle size, and the noodle size was the size of the boat too. I said,
Nah,
no, okay,
the
these guys are
noodles
trolling me.
the noodles were even crazier.
I
because
stopped.
it was like a huge plate. It was
I-
a huge plate.
I stopped and I
It was
looked.
so insane.
Who did I look at when I was like, oh, they're trolling me?
No, he said, what the fuck?
No, the first thing I said was, what the fuck? The
You
second
see
thing I
that?
said, when they came out with the noodles, I looked at somebody, one of these niggas in this room, and I said, they're trolling me. This is, like, it's not even funny
It's not like a
anymore.
super
I'm
box
about to
meal,
fuck
right?
somebody up.
yeah, like a super idiot size.
Super idiot size.
Yeah.
No, there was idiot size and then super idiot size. You got the super idiot.
And,
size.
and here's what's crazy. This is why I knew they were trolling me. They laughed. Zoe told me it was really large size. Nobody cared, because I don't speak Japanese, I don't read Japanese. Nobody cared to explain what the wording translation was. They didn't even say it wasn't even a large. It's not even a large. It's an idiot size. So you niggas let me play myself. You play.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, yo. Let's
I was
also
serious.
add that after the boatload of chicken came, you ordered the same size noodle,
That's what we talked about.
right?
And the noodle
Yeah.
was the size of the boat.
No, but he ordered both at the same time, right?
You ordered both at the same time, so you knew what was coming after you got the boatload of chicken.
No, I ordered the.
Fuck.
I know, I ordered the noodle. Yeah, once
okay.
the chicken came out, I thought about the noodle.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit.
That's when I knew I fucked up.
And they came out the damn
The
kitchen.
chicken came out first. I thought about it when the chicken came out. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? If they're bringing out this size of chicken, oh man, I must be
Yeah.
murk when the noodles come out.
They
Yeah,
turned that
the noodles
corner. They said, we got some for
Yeah.
you.
No, and taking he couldn't share because everyone else ordered chicken too.
Yeah,
Everybody had their own meal.
But how did we problem solve? George?
Oh yes, tell
What did we do?
because there's a silver lining to the
Yeah.
story.
There's no silver motherfucking
What do
line.
you
Yes, there
mean? We
was.
learned something that day.
Oh, you know what the
Yes.
silver lining was? Bro, that shit was like $10.
Oh my gosh.
No,
That's not the
that's
silver
not the
lining.
silver lining.
We ended up packing up all the food, okay, and trying to give to homeless people, okay? Remember when we tried to give the food to the homeless guy?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, we did that too. Yeah.
No, but you did give it to homeless guys.
Yeah, we
And
did.
but what did we learn?
We had to bamboozle them in order to get them to take it. Like, they weren't like if we offered it to them, they're like, no, thank you, no. And like, so you gotta juke them, you know, like send them one way when their eyes are shifted, drop the bag,
Drop it and run.
Literally.
because they're not gonna chase you.
But
you
they'll
got
take it,
you know,
yeah.
and they'll
I remember
take
Just
you-
out of respect, too.
We gave it to somebody that was sleeping, but he wasn't homeless. He was just like, cause he was in a full suit. He was just
He was
it. Yeah, he
small.
was just tired.
Yeah.
He had a long day at work.
yeah.
They brought out a
But
blanket.
yeah,
put it
that
on
was
the stool.
just before
Good night.
we filmed this video.
It was a rocky
Right.
start for me.
It's very rocky story. Yeah.
Because I can't lie. You know, Zoe's one of the nicest people I ever met. That first impression, I was like, this nigga is diabolical. I was like, this
Yo,
guy
he
is
was
he's a
laughing the whole time.
diabolical.
Yeah, no
Laughing
doubt.
the whole time.
But kids like film, yo, look at this guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
he's right.
man.
He's right.
Yeah.
He got me there. I was upset.
Yeah, man. He actually trolled.
Especially because it's like that, not stigma, but like that unwritten rule of like, ordering what you can finish.
Yeah. That's why
yeah.
we were so embarrassed. We said, oh my
Yeah,
God.
true. Yeah.
George, what did you get us at our first night?
Shut the fuck.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas were not embarrassed, bro. Y'all niggas
We were
nothing.
embarrassed.
No,
okay?
the embarrassing
You're
was
like,
like
yeah.
when we asked it for the to-go box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have that shit.
They're like,
So they
yo,
went and
eat all
pulled
that
out some
shit
random-
now.
Yeah.
They come to it like a little sushi box.
They came with
right?
a little box, yeah.
No, there was a bunch of them. They brought us a sack of them. And
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
able, remember, we even took some food back to our Airbnb and we were bunching of that shit for like 3 days.
Chicken
Yeah.
for days, bro.
Oh my gosh.
I can't lie.
Tony just asked, how was recording in Japan? Recording in Japan was really, really nice. Like
When did we
the
record?
what?
When did we
He's
record?
talking about filming.
What are you talking about?
Really?
Can you not
Yeah.
stay on code, nigga?
Can you? I thought you meant vocal recording.
No, we didn't do no vocal recording.
Okay, recording makes sense. Sorry.
Yeah, no, like like the stuff that we filmed. Yeah,
like
like
it's cool. Nobody ever
I was
watches you
wondering
while
what
you're
they did
recording.
last
Stuff. It's pretty
night.
natural.
That's
Everybody
great, man.
recording. Well,
Yeah.
in Tokyo at least, you know, nobody plays a lot of the
yeah, like people kind of like
It's very candid.
yeah, and people like are just like focused on doing their own thing and shit. I feel like it would kind of be similar to like something like New York because there's so many people
Mhm.
and there's like a hustle culture in like New York and shit. So like people are just like on their own shit. So they're like they see somebody filming, they're like if you film something in Ottawa like
People stop and stare.
they stop, they stare, they're like, whoa, what the fuck, like what's going on? You know what I mean? Like
But in
No,
Japan,
we
I
had
guess
a couple people stop though.
the thing about Japan is that they're kind of
I had a
xenophobic.
girl run up into my camera and literally do this. She was like, she came.
Oh,
with the
yeah,
shot,
yeah.
Yeah, I
she was like,
remember.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
twirl, whatever.
Yeah.
But I do agree though. Most of the people are just mind their own business.
Yeah.
They're gonna walk around you. Like we saw people like filming in Shibuya, like commercials or like
Yeah,
from
a lot- a lot of
and people
respect.
just
It's
walk
very
by you and
respectful
like
place.
they'll step out of your way. Nobody's gonna
Yeah.
like interact with
It's not
you.
even just that. They're very, you know, they're very like
Fishing, man.
not just efficient. They're what's the word, man? They're very they're like natural consumers of entertainment. You know, they're probably the biggest consumer country in the world in terms of market. In Tokyo is what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
So these guys are used to seeing artists and all this type of shit all the time. And you know they're very encouraging with it. Like you don't really get anybody that's making you feel weird and stuff.
Mhm.
Very, very nice place. I definitely felt American.
Yeah, that's because you were the tallest one with locks. All these little Asian ladies kept on running up to George like, oh, can we take a picture? It was
oh
so
yeah,
cute.
that's when that happened
It was
on
so
the train. On the train.
I mean,
She was in awe.
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
I need a picture right
Never
now.
seen a dude like this before.
Yeah.
Picture yourself, they're also kind of xenophobic, so they might have thought that I was some type of NBA player. Or something.
I
Most
wouldn't be
definitely.
surprised. Yeah, because that lady, or at least there was one lady that took a picture of me and Roberto, because she must have thought we were twins or something.
No, she thought you were black.
Because
The thing
we
is,
She thought they were pygmies, bro.
had the same
they were
haircut,
talking
right?
to them.
We had the same haircut at the time. We had like the buzz and the little stash,
Yeah.
and so like we had no idea what even she was saying. I thought that she like I dropped something and like she was coming to give it, but then like she gave her phone. I forget who she gave the phone to.
I can't remember.
But like I was literally on the phone with my girl, and like I was like, wait, hold on. And then like I'm just like posing for a picture all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that actually happened with you and Rob too, Loki, remember? When we were filming for something for Rob.
I think that
It was the four of us.
I think that was in Osaka.
Yeah.
That was the boss man moment.
Yeah.
Right? So boss, bro. It was like, oh, what?
I ain't saying
Go off
nothing.
and dip.
I ain't saying nothing.
Okay.
What's going on?
We were talking about how filming was in Japan.
Yeah,
Oh.
filming was cool. Man.
Yo, you remember that moment when we're doing East, and we're outside of a shop, and we're doing a shot right outside of the
Yeah,
shop, right?
Yeah, talk about
like
that.
in the entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy was literally like, "Yo, this is amazing. Let me get your YouTube. You know, I want to see this. I want to see the video later."
It's a consumer country, man.
Yeah, but also
Consumer
like
country.
that instance like where they were like the store owner or like the clerk or whatever came out, we were like looking at like the sign in the front because I wanted to like get an angle or whatever, and it was kind of in the way. So I was like kind of debating like, yo, like would it be okay if I move this kind of thing? And then like he started coming out, right? And I was like, like we're about to get like
Game
kicked out or
over.
whatever, you know?
Game.
And he was like, oh, like, do you want us to move? Like, do you want me to move this or whatever? Like, oh, what are you guys filming? Like, that sort of thing, right?
Mhm.
Like, that was the
Yeah.
energy that he
Yeah,
gave
it was
back,
cool, it was cool.
you know?
Not
So it
like
was
that
like-
other when we were shooting this one video, we do this one.
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
Spray niggas with water, bro.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I think I didn't know. I
She
figured
was
out
so-
pictures. No, she was upset because we were taking pictures and you're not supposed to take pictures in the alleyway.
She
Like
was
they
upset that we
have
were there
Yeah.
before.
No. I seen it. They had like what's it called? Signs that said no photos, absolutely no photos, no video shoots,
Yeah.
no nothing. And I was like, no, take one real quick.
She was
And she
upset
came
that
out
we
and we
were
heard that she was yelling before that because she kept on stepping out and she's like,
Yeah.
fucking niggas.
Yeah.
That's-
All right, yeah,
she
she started-
came out with the hole. And
She started watering the
spraying us.
concrete. The concrete and like slowly like
slowly
you know,
getting closer,
getting closer and
closer.
closer, yeah.
Oh
So
my
it's like, oh
god.
yeah, we had to dip.
Yeah,
that was the only like
We
negative
knew she wasn't
experience.
fucking with us when it was like.
No, she was
She
mad.
started getting
She
closer.
was mad
Yeah,
as
yeah,
hell.
yeah.
Because at first we gotta go because she
Yeah.
was trying to spray us. Like I don't know what the spray was for. Well,
Wasn't
melt
funny.
us or something. We had to go.
Yeah, as soon as we get there, though, she steps out, right? Like, you're like, oh, coincidental.
Yeah.
You know, coincidental. She just starts, watering, coincidental, right? We move a little further, she gets a little closer.
Yeah.
She gets closer.
She had
Yeah.
some
By
next
the end of it, she was about to turn that shit just wet as
Yeah,
I said,
just-
"Oh."
Oh, sorry.
She did. She literally sprayed at us. We dipped. We're like, okay, all right. You go.
Yeah.
It's yo.
I remember as soon as we started like leaving or going through like the alleyway, there was like random people started like it was like the Truman Show, like you know he's trying to like
Deadass
that
on
scene where he's trying to get to his wife in the hospital, and it's just like random people start like blocking his way and shit. Like that's what
Oh
it was
my
like.
gosh.
Tony said, "Why wait?" Had some fire visuals. I think in terms of like shots of like still shots and shit, that's my favorite one. The Why Wait video. There's a lot of like good still shots in that one that I was like, damn, like this is sick.
We shot that in Japan.
Bro.
Yeah,
I wasn't there.
What?
true. You are in it though, aren't you?
Why wait?
No, you're not. I don't think so.
She's not there.
No.
Just think about what she just
Because
said.
That's
I'm doing-
incredible.
I was there.
I
because
wasn't.
So that mean it wasn't shot there?
Shit, did we shoot lullabies in there?
What do you mean we? You
Well,
weren't
we
even
shot-
there.
we
How
shot
would
lullabies
we
in
shot
Japan.
I know. I'm just
Oh,
being
my bad.
sarcastic.
my bad.
Boo wasn't there for the entire thing, so you know.
Does not compare.
Does it mean that we did it?
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh, that's philosophical right there.
If a tree
You know what I'm
falls,
saying? Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's right.
But yeah, Why Wait is like
Am I missing anything?
my second favorite video. Clan is still my favorite, just because of like the story of it, because it was like the first one we shot, and like we were absolutely sleep deprived.
Got it, man.
And then yeah, also just like the
This one that's
shots and
going on
everything
at midnight.
is sick. I'm gonna show that
Yeah.
right now. Like this is like I think the first spot that Zoe showed us,
That was sick.
and then GP's actually in this video too. See it.
I hope to correct
So, oh, yeah, right, buddy.
This is where you niggas start coming your mouth.
Wait, let me see.
Look at your hair, you ever miss it?
Oh yeah, man.
Don't you miss a little? It's okay, I'm up for you now. Okay? My hair's
Yeah,
a
man.
little longer. I'll be able to
How long?
Yeah, you know,
How long?
understand, like,
How
I wish
long
you
was
could shake
this?
my dread.
How long was this like log journey?
Like 7 years.
Oh man.
That's what I think is dreaded.
You cut that shit off?
You ever get phantom locks? Like phantom pain for
When
your
I
locks?
first cut my hair out, the first like few weeks, yeah, for sure.
He said,
We wake up
Yeah,
like,
you're like-
nothing there.
Yeah, like, like you know when you like
Nothing's moving.
or like, you know, I'm like, sometimes like bounce my head around. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little crackhead
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, man.
You did it with ease.
Yeah, really.
For real. Save that shit up.
Yeah, man.
But it looks nice. I like your bald head.
Yeah, I like my bald head.
Oh, see, there you go.
Where's
See,
where?
you see a rare.
He was like, hey, keep spinning. Hey, yo, keep spinning.
Yeah.
He was definitely directing the shot.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie.
Why are you always getting back like that?
I did not know that.
He was directing
Why are
the
you
shot.
I
always
didn't
getting
know
back
that we
like
caught
that?
him in there. No.
Oh yeah, no.
Crazy way.
Let me show you the funniest picture of
Oh
Boo.
yeah, NPC right there.
You remember when I did that?
It's like, yo,
This is
that guy-
There's this.
that guy-
What the
Look,
fuck is
Jeff
that guy? He's not. He's not even friends.
Yeah.
Look at him. Look at taking a walk. He's taking a walk with the arms crossed, too.
But the thing is though, is that
No, go back.
Like,
His
as-
arms crossed, too.
yeah, in this shot it doesn't look like he's like part of it. It just looks like
trying to
he's,
make him
He said he's a bad bitch.
yeah.
No. Where's he at?
Wait,
I tried my best to stay out of this
I
shot.
think he's like a
He's like,
little bit further
put it
now.
up.
Yeah, right
Yeah, I
there.
would have done it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I like the colors. That's what I like about the video a lot. The colors, like,
Yeah, they're sick.
Yeah, we're able to like match
to, like, the
people's
environment.
outfits to like the environment,
yeah, that was
especially.
sick. That was sick.
You know, and also everybody's wearing like something pretty vibrant, and distinct. So that helps a lot with the video.
We brought out like the yellows and the blue shots.
Yeah.
Brought out the reds and the blacks and takedowns.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like this is like purely coincidental. Like all the stuff that's like yellow here, this part and then McDonald's and his
Yeah, you
jacket.
put a lot of detail, man. And but why do you like pick the shot of me doing like some suspect fucking movements in that part right there?
That he
What?
I'm
picked
like,
that
booyah,
up.
booyah, booyah.
What?
What's different? What's crazy about this?
Abu
photo?
thinks he had to look to find
Which
that.
one? This one? Wait, hold on. This?
Oh, that's
Oh,
That,
my
that's
God.
not
But brother-
Yoharis, you were editing that.
But brother, you did it.
Brother.
So you're the one editing the video, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, but you did it. So that
Don't
means
get it
that
twisted.
you
He did that on
How many
every
shots?
single shot.
How many shots did we take,
I
nigga?
promise you, you can find 10
Yo,
clips of you doing
no,
that.
I'm saying like that's what you did. You did that
You were doing
every
it.
shot.
what you were doing.
What did you do? What did you do? You look
He was
at it.
doing the
Look at it. Look at it. This guy showed me at the end of the video. He finds the most
Slapping a D like Puyol, you know?
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just an actor, bro. I do my scenes, I do my shots. The editor and
Yeah, you're
the
all
guy.
impacted.
Bro, he just,
Yo, but I can't just like pretend like you did something else. You know?
Yo,
Hey,
Abu.
man, hey, bro.
You just did
I
what
feel
you
like your hair's enjoying the edit too much. He's like,
Abu.
I'm gonna be so real.
Holy
I'm gonna
crap.
be so real. I didn't even clock that it was like but at the same time though, it's like that was all you.
no, but you
Yeah.
liked it. Like, if you
I just
you like,
Take
yeah,
it
this
what
is
Rob
this is
said.
proper.
yeah, no, I was like,
Rob,
yeah,
what'd
this
you
is
say?
fine.
I
This is
respect
good.
No,
This is good.
it's his lyrics.
Yeah.
It's his lyrics.
Yes, man.
I said his
I know.
lyrics.
I'm not saying that I didn't
He
approve
said it
because I
was
did approve,
hilarious.
right? I did approve. I was
He
like, yeah,
approved
this
it.
is
He
good.
approved
Yeah.
it. That's what I'm saying. It's,
But that's good. That was, you know,
Yo,
potential viral
He
moment.
wants
Yeah.
your most active.
yeah, I have no issue with it. The video came out, right?
It's not,
I'm
man.
Yeah, yeah.
promoting. I'm promoting. I have no problem with that.
Man, a good thing for that's crazy.
No, I was gonna say something that I noticed on my verse. Oh, no, you keep playing it. When it comes, I'll let you guys know.
Kind of dope how you were able to get all these topics to stand out without starting rapping.
What?
Sorry.
Was that just like a racist thing?
No.
Yeah, that's
No,
not
just let him just
That's
don't
totally
say
crazy.
anything. Just
Ah.
be embarrassed.
Ouch.
Let me tell you. Let me tell yours too.
Hold on, I'm good. That's cool. I don't know where. Okay, right here. Check this out. No, keep it going. Okay, I think I missed it. I think I go back.
Yo, was
Go
that,
back.
that was a
No, go back a bit more. Bit more. Yo, what do I say?
yo.
Maybe it's a bit later in the verse.
That's the place where you forgot the speaker, huh?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, bro. We
Right
left the
there.
Bluetooth speaker there, bro.
You know what I learned about
It's
Japan?
literally
though?
right behind him. Right
Even
here.
when you lose things,
Yeah.
there's actually
The police boxes.
there's actually lost and found stores where you can go and look for your shit.
I mean,
Oh, damn,
they
that's
have
the
that.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I know they
there's a
have
police
it here,
There's a police
but
box
it's
in there.
more. People will actually
Take
return
it there,
the
yeah.
stuff
If I
there.
find a Bluetooth speaker here in
Yeah.
Ottawa, I'm taking that home, nigga.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Pop, pop, pop.
Here, find the
Yeah.
sequence.
Just to hold on.
Yeah, because it was a perfectly good
This
speaker.
guy's the
Yeah.
number one bike thief I used to know back in the day.
That's crazy.
Exposed.
Yeah, bro.
It be your own sometimes.
Never robbed my bike.
Yeah.
Niggas out here just fucking dirty macking on.
Because this shot wasn't on the same day that we shot like the stuff with Take M. It was like the day
Yeah, I know
after. So we shot like some stuff like for lullabies in the morning,
Yeah.
and then we shot
In the afternoon.
Rob and Caesar
Evening,
stuff
in the
in between.
evening,
Yeah,
yeah.
evening, yeah. But like here,
Yeah,
we have the speaker literally like right behind him because we have the speaker to like match the sound
at the
of the
beginning,
song, right? So basically like we're filming all this stuff. We shot like a bit of content here too, and then we ended up like forgetting the speaker. It was like it's like you're like fuck, like
You were
something, but I
tired.
don't know what it was.
Our
So it was like-
entire day was long
yeah,
too.
It was the speaker, but then we just never. I feel like we could have went back and gotten it.
We could have, but
Didn't
like
we
there
go
was
back, though?
there was something that we had to do that like it made it so it was a hassle. So I was just like, yo,
Fuck
it
it.
is what it is.
Yeah.
I think the next day or something, didn't we go look or something?
The next day, yeah, but like we didn't know about the police boxes at the time,
Mm.
and like
Yeah.
we had to go to Osaka, and like it was a whole
Yeah, it was a whole thing to like just go and like get it, you know what I mean?
Look at them forehead pieces.
Yeah.
Yo, right here, I think it is. Yeah. No, keep like just keep.
Yeah.
Let it play.
You're talking about your forehead creases? That
Yeah.
one?
Okay. So you see how I said like how I pointed my forehead, and I'm like something about like the eye of my mind or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I have a pimple in the middle of my fucking forehead, and I was like, yo, that's amazing.
I thought thought I was just like your vein.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was a vein.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's hilarious.
My button's popping out, bro. Yo, for those that watched Fooly Cooly, you know, there's a fucking like, there's like a horn that pops out of his forehead.
Yeah.
That's literally
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I'm sprouting a fucking horn.
That's amazing. I love this. Yeah, that carousel stuff. Just makes me miss Japan.
Yo, that jacket.
Yeah, you make me look cool, man.
That's my job.
That was such a sick shot with the truck moving. We're up out of that, man.
Yeah, but that's the thing as well. Like with oh yes, Tony just said W jacket Sun Rob. Well, yo, that shit is
That's fucking Simon. No?
back to
I remember him saying, yo, this is like, how much was the jacket again?
Listen.
I remember him saying it was like,
That
yeah,
shit's gone.
$400. And he's like, yo, when I get back, shit's getting returned.
yeah.
I was like
That shit got
$3,000 in
returned.
debt after that trip. I wasn't about to be another 500. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you know, yeah.
You know they tax Canadians like a month.
Yo, are you using the ads tomorrow? Or like,
I'm gonna drop this whole thing like at midnight, and then the other one.
Yo,
My God, I see a cinnamon.
If you want to cut this one up, it's
Mike Brown and shit. See? What?
Miles Brown in the sea. Who? Yo, you got dirty mustache. I did not say that. Jeez.
Oh, now you're down.
Keep your thoughts to yourself, but
Oh,
nigga.
nigga, crazy. Wow, word.
And yo, shout out to Take M as well. Shout out to who made a cipher. Shout out to who made a cipher as well for reposting Clan.
I'm fucking the album.
Best.
Yo,
I'm fucking the
they
album.
plugged the album, they retweeted it, and all their fans have been like retweeting it. You guys are insane, man. Japanese fans, like you guys go hard, bro.
Shouts out to Take Him, man.
Yeah, Take It was dope, bro. He was a dope ass host.
Yeah.
Like, showing us around, you know?
Yeah.
He said everything. Really pleased that I missed this show, bro. That's probably the biggest thing I caught.
Yeah, me too.
This is the Airbnb.
Yeah.
No, I was there.
So he did it.
Yeah, I missed out. No,
We were supposed to. It was me, you, and this guy, right?
Huh?
We were supposed to go.
Nah, you guys were with who you guys with?
we was with each other. Wasting time. Just getting.
No, I remember
No,
why.
We ended up leaving, but I can't remember.
I remember why.
We ain't leave.
It was over the price of a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not done.
Yeah, that was the excuse
It's not
that
done.
I
It's just
gave.
like
Yeah.
No, that was a dope. That show.
I didn't want to go.
That me and Rob, bro. I say that's one of my favorite
Yeah.
moments in Japan, man.
I didn't go
The
because
communication
I was done.
I'm not trying to make you
I
feel
was
bad. No,
old.
I know
You were working hard.
but it was just like
no. Make it feel bad. Make it feel bad. That shit was
Literally
insane.
worked.
That's
That was insane. It was amazing. And not only that, we're actually treated like, yo, like, bro, we're fucking,
For the
we're
rest
Yeah.
of
celebrities here.
And I
Bro.
gotta say, also, yo, you gotta say, I was like towards the end of the trip.
Yeah.
And, yo, we worked hard, like all fucking.
the.
Yeah.
That was
All
Yeah, but
that was towards the end.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it
was.
was.
A banana?
But Abdul was there.
It was towards the end.
Yeah.
But for me, for us, it was like, you know, it was kind
Oh,
of
it
like.
was Abdul that we went
check.
with.
Yeah.
That's
It was
what
us getting like, you know, I finally like relaxed the time, bro. Like, night out.
Yeah, well deserved, man. You guys,
So-
you guys
so-
really put on a
Yeah.
you put in work, bro, while we were down there.
Yeah.
So shouts out to every member of the fucking squad.
Yeah.
Now everybody played it.
Where are the sound effects?
The
Jeez.
sound effects are right here.
Yeah,
But it's because I have to
fuck
read the chat too, and you guys can't hear it because or else the speaker.
No, take them like, yo, what I
My
say that
setup
like
is very particular.
Yo,
to
can I
have
just
like an
say
artist on his caliber,
Yo,
like
can
just
you
be
fucking-
like down to earth and shit. That just like I said, I think I said that on one of the videos we did what I did with Rob. It's like
He's very humble, man.
very humble, man. Like
Even weak doodles, you know that
Yeah.
that nigga weak doodles, bro. That
I'm gonna
that
try.
boy-
What's his name?
Weak
we did
doodles.
this.
Oh,
We
okay,
did
you
this.
fucked up.
We did this.
Okay, I thought you fucked up.
But yeah, we've done this.
But
We
we-
all the Japanese rappers, bro.
Very humble,
Not
very,
Japanese
very
dudes,
talented.
Japanese down to earth, you know. We're down to earth dudes, and you just compare them to like artists here, like it's not even the same. Like
It's not even just that. It's
you guys don't have
like,
that ego, they don't have that.
but it's not like, and every artist is supposed to have an ego. Like it's justified if you feel like, you know, if you're that talented and you feel like, you know, you're better than most of the people you step in a room with. I'm not mad at it. But
No, but I feel
the
like
level-
there's a separation
yeah.
between you being egotistic about your art versus being just a
Yeah.
regular human
Like
being.
they knew when to
Yeah.
to
what I'm
separate
saying.
their persona from who they really were. And,
Yeah.
you know, I was happy to get to know.
Yeah,
them.
Yeah, they're real people. They weren't like too cool
That's
to
what I'm saying.
do
They were too
shit.
Yeah.
cool. Like they
You know?
knew, like there's a lot of stuff that no, they didn't have to do. Like,
Yeah, like they didn't have to go
inviting
and
us to
eat
the show,
food with us. And
making
like,
making us backstage, putting us on a VIP section. All
Yeah.
that stuff, then have coming to eat with us.
Everybody
You know what I'm
was
saying?
very,
That
like,
didn't have to
all
happen.
the people
So-
that we met up with, even shouts out to Coco Blazing, you know, she was cool too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, going off.
Like, they really treated us like not just visitors. They treated us like we were their visitors.
yeah, like
And
we were.
Kosuke, yo, shout out to my Kosuke.
Kosuke.
Yeah.
He was helping us
Kosuke as
translate. He
well.
was helping us do. a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
close to
Yeah.
the best.
From Japanese guys.
Close to got bars. I
Yo,
don't
low
understand what
key,
any of these
was
niggas
he
is
not
saying
the
when
one
they're
who
rapping.
you went and had ramen?
You
The
know,
first
with
time-
him and
yeah.
yeah.
Yo, that shit was buzz.
Let me add this to that whole part of like they can be
You know, I haven't seen this video.
humble and
Oh, you really?
Yo,
Oh, so
when
this is
Take
showing it to you.
Yo,
too.
when Take-M, did you guys see Take-M's tweet? What it was?
No.
So Take-M's tweet was like, he said like,
Yo, Tony, I'm gonna answer your question after this.
he said like he posted the song or whatever, right? This is when he posted the song and not the video. He said the song that allowed me to travel like the world or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Oh, word?
Yeah, like that was his tweet. I
Wow.
can
You
actually
traveled
find you
right
the
after
tweet.
that song? Or
No,
did he
you
just
chill,
feel
man.
like he traveled?
He's saying he's able to like introduce himself to like.
Yeah, like he was able to break out of Japan with it.
Yeah. Canadian.
No, yeah, that's his first international feature.
That's
This is
great.
right.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Right.
I'm glad that we got to be that, like, you know, that much of a significant,
Yeah.
force in this.
Yeah,
career.
and yo, you understand? Like, Take-M's by the Metacipher, and like that's the group with like Arshitai, who's like basically like the Eminem of Japan.
Mm.
So the fact that like Take-M's one of the best rappers in that group too, and the fact that I want to track with him, it's almost like like a stamp of approval from him to even rappers. 'Cause on his verse, he's saying, "Yo, this is a sparring match with these niggas."
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he's
Yeah,
basically
man.
saying that like we're worthy enough to be on a track with them, and you already know we're all about the hip hop shit. So it's
course.
for me, it's a dope cosign.
Yeah.
And then at the same time,
It's a great
it's like
cosign.
yo, like.
I can't wait
Because
to
when I
go
sent him
back.
that verse, when I sent him that open verse, like my verse was last. But when he sent it back, me and Rob were like, "Fuck, yo, we gotta move,
Yeah.
we gotta move this shit." Cause
And let it be known, that's not specific to, like, the ego comment that we were saying. That's not specific to Japan. Like, there's Japanese artists that do have an ego. We were interacting with a couple of them beforehand. But those specific artists that we met, they just happen to be really good people. Doesn't
Right.
matter where you go in the
Yeah.
world, you're gonna run it. An artist is an artist. They're gonna be sensitive about their shit. But
that's true.
Take Weak Doodles, they were a whole different vibe.
Yeah.
Coco.
Yo, I got the
Cool.
tweet. I got the tweet. A song I made with rappers Caesar and Sun Ra from the hip hop collective KOGA in Ottawa, Canada, has been released, so please listen to it. The reason why my rap crossed the ocean. Looking forward to the video too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah. No, Take-M was super nice.
He's
That
very
made me
quiet.
made me really wish. Like that was like where the language barrier was like, fuck, man. You know,
True.
because it's like to be able to just communicate like naturally.
Communication.
Like
Communication.
Mhm.
that's a reference to his album, right? Yeah, there you go.
But that's the thing, man. Yeah. And shout out.
But through that
to,
album,
shout
that's how
out
I
to Dude for
discovered him
pulling
anyway.
up
Because
and
the
becoming
album
a
was coming out
Oh, yeah.
that same
personal
the album.
transit.
His album was coming out right before in Japan. And like that's how I discovered him. I'm listening to the.
Yeah.
I was just searching playlists of Japanese songs. I think I heard one of the singles from it or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, this guy's sick. Let me like
Yeah,
message him, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to
And yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Yo, can you open this window?
Yeah. Open it. Yeah, a little humid.
Oh, I can open it on my side.
Yeah. So yo,
Yeah, there you go.
to answer Tony's question.
My whole view, nigga. What the fuck? Not talking.
To answer Tony's question, he asked, "What's next for KOGA
What's next for Kobe?
after the album?" So we have this album. We're gonna have, celebrate, have a good time. What is next for KOGA afterwards? I think personally, if I can answer this question kind of loosely,
What's next?
is
for
that
Coco?
right now a lot of people are working on their own individual projects, right? So if anybody would like to talk about the upcoming projects that they have that they're working on, you're free to do so now. For forever hold your peace.
All right. Who's going? 'Cause I got a lot of work.
You can go.
All right.
Yeah,
So
man.
first of all, we got Who's Driving that's coming next for me, right? I'm gonna have a single before that, right? Unrelated to the album, just to give you guys something to chew on, you know what I mean? But
I like that.
something to snack on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Because you don't chew.
was that?
So he just wanted to say like.
How do you know
what I'm
that?
saying? Well, because of my
How do you know
experience,
that, nigga?
Man,
like, through my
hop out the
experience-
whip, nigga.
you don't chew on it. right?
No, it's a booty
Get
muncher.
out the whip, bro.
It's a booty muncher. He's like, ah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, you niggas crazy.
chewing through that shit. No, but I was gonna say, I got a single, Say Something, and after that, Who's Driving?
Say something.
First EP, which is technically my first solo project. You know what I mean? And then after that, we have KOGA. KOGA's gonna be insane. Just raps.
Hella
just
dyslexic.
Just raps. Hella dyslexic. Just straight raps. Crazy. And then after that, the album. Bobby KOGA.
The album.
Bobby KOGA.
Oh yeah, man.
You got a timeline for all that?
Yeah. Timeline. Who's Driving? July. KOGA October. And then before that shit, we might just get a little. Might get a little song.
Got a little crazy.
We might get a little crazy out here. You know what I mean?
That's dope. In the fall time, I got a project coming out called American Psycho. It's kind of just like a compilation of a lot of songs that I felt worked with a plot that I've been working on for a long time. It's been quite a bit of time since I released.
This is 2016, nigga.
Yeah, since I released like individual work. So like,
Wild as fuck.
you know, I'm super excited about the shit.
I'm kidding, man.
And it should come out late fall, but in between now and then, you know, I might.
Wait, is that that's gonna be an EP?
It's gonna be an EP. It's gonna be like a 10-track EP.
Where's the chat?
I like that, man.
A lot
Right
of
here.
it's gonna feature, you know, Queen.
Let me see
She's
the
on
chat
like
real quick.
5 songs on it.
Yeah.
And I
see
think I have like one song that's gonna feature, you know, Rob and King Caesar. So that one's gonna be dope.
Hey,
I'm
say
trying to
something King Caesar,
rework the
respect.
track listing and see if I can
Wait, you
find
dropped the
some
King
joints
forever?
that fit
Yeah.
for
Okay.
for Greenbeard and Yoharis. But in between now and then, right now we're just getting our heads down production wise. We're gonna release another KOGA EP later on, potentially before New Year's, if not shortly after.
Oh,
And
that ass.
one will-
Wait, what?
will-
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
That's just news to me.
Hey, respect, GB.
Hey, yo, no,
No, but I like it. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
We're acting brand new now, but that's, you know, that's not the thing. That's
brand new as fuck.
you know.
No, that's
If you're running point on that, then yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell no.
No, I'm super excited. If you're taking initiative, and yo, like,
Yeah, I got a whole lot of beats that are
Really?
ready for y'all.
All right, man. GP producing the next KOGA tape.
Yes, sir.
All
right.
Yes. GP produced.
Respect.
I like it.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
getting
I'm
in the
rocking with
bag, nigga.
Hell yeah.
It's been a long time, but yeah.
But yeah, I'm working on an EP as well. You know, No Excuses, basically one of my singles from that EP. It's gonna be called Caesar Waterloo. Like basically Caesar World, you know. That's also my IG. Follow me on that.
Shameless plug.
Oh my
Look, nigga.
god.
Got to, you got
But
to.
basically the energy of that tape is gonna be like No Excuses. It's gonna be like very like, you know, high energy, braggadocious, kind of like what Rob has been on, like, you know, just like talking mad shit. But at the same time, you know, there's gonna be a lot of like Antagonist Part 2 is gonna be on that tape, you know. I teased like, you know, a bit of like Battleship Bag. It's gonna be on that. So like that energy where I'm like using my like higher pitch vocals on like hard hitting beats and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm trying to release that in the fall as well. So we got a lot of stuff coming out in the fall, and it's gonna be dope, man.
That's what I like about you and Rob, man. You guys are very unapologetic with your style. Like braggadocious shit kind of gets me back into like the way that we used to, you know, make music before my shit got a lot like more melancholic and R&B centered. So yeah, I really want to be part of that.
no, I want to be super unapologetic, bro.
And get in that bag, nigga.
Yeah, man. Listen,
Like, I need to let some shit off, bro.
Me too,
Let
nigga.
some shit off. What the fuck?
Facts. It's time to start rapping again, nigga. I can rap, nigga. I can rap.
hey, man.
Same for the people in the back.
Oh yeah.
I can rap, nigga.
And Kikamori Freestyle Part 2 also is coming out. It's gonna be on that tape too. I'm dropping that as my next single, so be on the lookout for that.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Greenbeard, you got any work in the works?
I think got us working like a slave on this.
Nice.
We got multiple Greenbeard parties coming up,
Asian
man.
sweatshop style. That's not.
Now you
correct.
actually say your piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm remastering my old tape
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
with Rob.
Collab tape. Collab
New
tape.
and improved Miss B
Yeah.
tape,
Sounds
man.
way better.
For any of you that have heard it, yeah, it sounds way better. It's like the improvement is massive. I'm actually super excited about that as well.
Massive.
Yeah,
Dope.
I don't know when I'm dropping that, but
No, dead ass.
yeah.
And some of the new, you guys made some new beats in it too and some of that. I won't spoil which ones, but man, You know, be on the lookout for that.
Yeah,
I made some beats specifically for Greenbeard, and I cannot wait, nigga.
Yeah, yo, tell them about Calamity, bro.
And Calamity, which is like a solo project. Very depressing topics and shit like that. And I don't know when it's dropping, but
Right now?
Yeah, like
probably like early next year, potentially. But yeah, I got 2 projects, you know.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
me
know
and
why sometimes I do not get
Greenbeard
these.
got a
Oh, yeah.
freaking unique tape coming out as well. It's gonna be a fusion of like the most unexpected genres.
Yeah.
And Rob is also producing on that too.
Nice.
You know, it's gonna be called Julio Beard.
Why am I?
Julio Beard.
Julio Beard, bro.
Oh, is it actually?
So, yeah, for sure.
You guys got a
Give me some
collab?
Yeah.
Freds on that shit. What the hell?
Yeah, bro.
Is
So
that your
I mean,
producer
yo,
alternative?
Yeah, you're always on the low skis.
this
nigga.
KOGA tape, you know, it's like the first
On the
of
low
like
skis.
you
You're
know,
always on the low skis, bro. I don't
it's the
know what
catalyst
that-
for a lot of our work coming through, you know.
Yo, Tony asked, this is a question for GP. How was it switching from rapping to more of a melancholic sound?
Bro, I can't lie to you. Like, the reason I even stopped rapping in the first place was,
Yeah, why did you stop rapping? Because you used to be like on some.
Tell the truth now, George.
yeah,
Oh, this guy- Wait.
If you fucking with my clique, you can suck a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, GP.
I'm trying to get this the BMW that Pac satin black finish. My lines is like.
that is,
Yo, we gotta play an old
GP
GP
used to be-
track.
No, it's SoundCloud. It's
Oh,
SoundCloud.
GP was hard.
yo, fuck. Play
Yo.
my dream, bro. Let's
Wait, what?
Play
My
my
Dream.
dream. That's
My Dream?
GP was
That's on
hard.
SoundCloud,
My
right?
Dream, yeah. It's on
Okay, okay,
Spotify.
It's
You
on
should-
Spotify.
Nigga, you should
No, that bullshit.
My dream was probably the first time that we ever made.
Margarine.
Oh, Margarine.
My dream was probably it's when we first realized we're like, damn, we can do this shit too on like any level.
Man, that's cap, nigga.
No,
That's cap.
no, I'm talking about production wise too.
Oh, okay.
It was all in house. You know?
Yeah. No, I thought you talking about
No, it
us
wasn't even a choreography video. It was Kingsley video.
No, I thought you were talking about us rapping.
Oh no,
Okay, yeah. Yo, so if y'all don't know, this is like, you know what I'm saying, some old school shit at this point.
So run the track. When the track's done, I'll answer your question, Tony.
I can't help how I've been feeling lately.
Yeah, it's a throwback.
You betrayed me, you been acting shady.
Because right now, who's on the hook?
Such a desperate culprit, pointed on the pulpit. In public, she talking, then must speak like Anthony Bennett. I must get some
Nah, but
blood up
who's
his
saying
fellas, cause
do
Jack
it,
of his
actually,
fellas.
okay?
Deadly
No,
like who like
no, it's
Nico
the Bullen
Belly.
and
Flow hard,
Cap.
longest woman,
Oh,
Dingos
Cap.
inherit. Cold
Shouts
with
out
the
to Cap, bro.
wreck. Team roast some niggas
Yo,
like
pause
ISIS
that
in
right quick.
Paris.
Pause that right quick. Yo, shouts out to Cap. Cap is my brother.
Yeah.
Cap has been a supporter. He's been an artist. He's been a contributor and a lover of the game for as long as Caesar and I even like started making music. And you know, having him on Margarine, whenever I think about the hook, it's just great. He even has a verse on Margarine too. Very, very talented. He was more of an athlete first, but he just, you know, he has a real appreciation for lyricism. So shouts out to my brother. I love you, dog. And
Shout
yeah,
out Top
bro.
God, man.
Womb to the tomb, my
Shout out
nigga.
Cap.
Cap God. All right, so what
Hell
part?
yeah, I said
At what part did you start rapping?
that whack shit condemn it. Ain't it pathetic? Complain about taxes and credit, but still rock designer. Fairly odd. Cognitive miser spreading.
My terms are some compromise, like it's my turn to be right. She come with these frames I can't see right. See about as clear as the black is dismantled. Don't you see we dancing like
Like a honor killing. I never asked how you feeling, cause you black and white like mulatto chillin'. Shit, the Rachel Dillasell wouldn't find appealing. And we to the hottest peeling. I mean, you always grilling me saying, nigga, you stone like a honor killing. I never asked how you feeling, cause you black and white like mulatto children. Shit, the Rachel Dillasell wouldn't find appealing. And we don't fuck unless I flash a clit. I mean, the 70s style, that shit, you gotta fucking.
What was the right that he
Pretty
said?
anonymous, nigga.
Yeah,
What's
bro.
wrong, bro?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I can't say this line. I need Rod to say it. Rod was like, like, cool.
You guys can't say nigga.
Rob was
And
sweet.
Rob with the little glasses.
Yeah, it's new record.
Oh.
But yeah, so that transition, because I don't think you actually explained it. The transition from you rapping like this
Yeah, man, I think we got
to songs like No Fraud, that sort of thing.
Hello, girl.
What was that?
Oh, okay.
So I'll
It's like Nightingale, yeah.
I'll explain the transition, man. So any lyricist is gonna tell you when they, when they work on their music, when they work on their lyrics, it's a very like painstaking process. And sometimes it comes natural. There's certain people that I've met that are natural lyricists. Rob and Caesar were, prime examples. When I first met Caesar, I didn't think that there was anybody that was naturally gifted to be able to put lyrics together like him at all. And I'm talking like the Earl Sweatshirts of the world, the Kendrick Lamar, the Kendrick Lamars of the world, and all that. I put Caesar up there. When I first started rapping, I was more like I was focused on poetry and shit like that. But Caesar really taught me a lot in terms of wordplay and how to piece ideas together in ways that are not conventional. And it wasn't until we had been making music, and at the time it was just training season. There was no KOGA, right? And then when we met Rob was really trying to get involved, and Rob chased us around for like a whole summer.
I remember the day I met Rob. I was like,
that's a confession. Let me tell you something. Rob is really the reason why KOGA was really a thing, because Malik was part of training season, right?
Yeah.
Malik was part of training season.
Semi.
But like when Rob showed up, it was like, yo, so Rob really is like.
Rob is Bobby KOGA.
He's Bobby KOGA.
Rob is the KOGA mascot.
Because he made that idea really a thing, and then guess what? After that, we haven't added nobody else.
Yeah. So
I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
I'm trying to go on a tangent, okay?
I'm just saying that like Rob is like
I know, dead ass. Like
Rob,
let me explain the story.
Rob is Bobby KOGA. That's all I'm saying, man. Because once Rob joined, it's like Yoharis was kind of already there. He was just a kid, but he was already like part of the family. You know what I'm saying?
But you were shooting videos.
Bro,
you were shooting all of my shit.
I was 12.
Okay. So let me one mic, nigga. Let me go into this, okay? Because it's a long-winded answer to a very simple question.
Okay.
But it started with Caesar. I compared everybody lyrically. I compared myself to Caesar. So the standard that you're holding yourself at. If the person that you and stuff a lot. I'm not trying to do this blasphemy. If the person that you idolize on a lyrical level, you compare all of your shit to them, and like the worst I can be is not as good as this person with my lyrics. I was very self-conscious about the stuff that I wrote because I was more artistically inclined. And when I met Rob kind of changed my entire perspective on that, because I met this guy and I'm like, yo, look at this kid. He's 15, 16 years old. And yes, if you're asking if there was a legal gray area to him joining us, there was a legal gray area. But we didn't give a fuck because he was so talented. No, because you have to have like parental consent and stuff to get.
Oh yeah, we fuck about that.
Yo, nothing is on paper. It's not like you guys employed him.
We just wanted to make music. And after Blues Fest, when we met Rob, Rob showed us his work, and we found out Rob to get to the point where Rob was, and I don't think Rob has. I won't say that he's gotten. It's not that he's gotten better lyrically, because he was always world class. But to get to the point where he met us and he became world class, he wrote a song every single day for a year, right? And I know it's true because he showed me the fucking book that he wrote all the
Yeah, I remember that shit.
When I first heard about it, when he first said it, I said it was cap, And back in the day, I used to be big on running shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga, no, we're not talking this one, whatever. But Rob really he earned his stripes in the sense where he really he gave everything into it. And at the time, I was kind of at a state of flux where I've been giving my all into music, lyrics, writing, everything to do with the artist that I am for so long that I got to a point where I was genuinely getting depressed.
Hell yeah.
Rob joined when we were working on L-Man. L-Man was the best and the worst thing that happened to my career, because it changed me negatively in terms of how self-conscious I was. I realized, I can work on it. I can work for hours, for days, for weeks on a project, and it might not get appreciated or received the way I wanted it to. And it made me so depressed. it started contributing to like anxiety. When I would
Rob
sit down
gave
and
us
write
hope.
a verse,
He gave us a dream.
Rob gave us hope. But that's even farther down the line. That's even farther down the line. Like,
Yeah.
at the time, I was like, yo, like, it got like my process became like, yo, I'm writing a verse
Sorry, Queen.
for this track that I'm super passionate about, and I want the verse to be perfect. And you know, recording wise, production wise, I've always been, you know, kind of a perfectionist where I want things to sound like the best it can possibly be. And I would be getting overwhelmed by my own standards. So it was kind of like discouraging me from even pursuing this because I was like, yo, this shit is fucking stressful. I love this rap shit so much. I love like the story. I love talking about all these things that matter to me so much that this is starting to hurt me when I think about the fact that I can do all this and someone will not respect it. Niggas will not take it seriously. You know, Erykah Badu said, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. It was beyond the point of sensitivity. And I was going through stuff too. You know, a close friend of mine had passed away. Shouts out to Alan, rest in peace. And all these things were happening at once, and I kind of like didn't know what to do. So I for a little period of time, I was like, I didn't consciously stop writing music. It was more like a writer's block type of thing that I was going through. And then it became like 2020 came around where I was like, yo, I'm ready. You know, I'm ready to get back into this shit. And right as I was getting ready to get back into this, we all know how 2020 went down. I don't know if anybody really knows this. My father passed away at that point in time, and I was in a really, really dark place, you know, and I didn't even want to write rap music anymore because everything that I've always written about when I was writing rap music, it was, you know, metaphorical to who I am and what I'm going through. I was like, yo, I'm not doing this shit. You know, I'm not writing rap music. I'm just gonna sing because that's the only way to get my emotions out without literally crying in the process of writing my lyrics. So I said I'm gonna sing, and I started like making beats that were more melancholic, kind of in tune with how I was really feeling, the stuff that I was going through personally, emotionally, and you know, mentally and stuff. And Caesar and I, we were working together for a couple of years. And, you know, he really saw, we'd have all these conversations. We weren't even thinking about rap music sometimes. We were just thinking about like, yo, what comes after this life? Like, what's it all for? I was trying to find some type of meaning because the world was getting really nihilistic, you know? Again, this is another moment where Rob came through and he kind of saved my mentality career-wise, because even with that, I was like, when you're always in one place all the time, you don't feel like doing the thing that always takes you to that place. And Rob, you know, him and I, we had a long conversation one time, and he was just like, bro, at the end of the day, bro, if you're just doing some shit that feels right, who cares about it? If you don't have to put all this effort and, you know, all this thought into these lyrics, sometimes you can do less. And as long as it feels right to you, as long as you're having fun, then just keep doing it. Because if you're really that talented, and you are, then your music will speak levels no matter what genre you're doing. So do what really feels right to you. Growing up, I was always a blues fan. I was a fan of rock music. So that's what I started doing. I started like singing, doing R&B and whatnot, and you know, making stuff that felt more in line with how I felt. But, you know, all that is to say, here we are now, and I cannot even define my style because I do so many things that I just enjoy doing and shit. And you know, the only thing that Rob's been telling me for the past like 2 years is, nigga, start rapping again, bro.
That's kind of start dropping.
Yeah.
Start dropping.
He said start dropping, but he also said start rapping again and shit. And you know, my boy's been saying that. You know,
but yo, on the tracks on the KOGA tape, you're rapping.
I'm rapping, yeah. I'm rapping. It feels good to rap, but I wasn't even like, even on those tracks, I was rapping, but I felt like I was rapping because I was like, yo, let me just fucking shit. Let me just say some random shit that won't take me time to write. But like now I'm ready to like get back in that bag and really just do this shit because it feels comfortable. I feel like I'm writing rap music because I love rap again. And at a point in time I wasn't. So
yeah. Tony said, I know what you mean. Sometimes I kind of feel the same way. WGP. But I think
WGP.
Yeah, but that's good though because
that means you're a real artist, bro.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like sometimes, you know, your life changes and it allows you to like go into different pockets that otherwise you wouldn't have like probably, you know, tapped into, you know, and that just makes you more you know,
More complete.
like more complete as an artist. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't be like.
Because sometimes, yeah, when we make art, like you don't always like want to rap. You know what I mean? Like,
dog, I can pull some shit out that you guys have never heard. You'd be like, what the fuck
And
is
you
that?
really-
man?
and here's the thing, you should pull that shit out. But pause. Oh,
Hey,
I caught that in time. But
bro.
yo,
Fair enough.
Tony, just just a word of advice to you in your journey and shit. You're an artist, but you're a real person too. And people talk about separating the art from the artist. You can't.
You can't.
You're gonna go through some shit.
You cannot.
And whatever you go through, whatever direction it sends you artistically, just follow that direction, and just try above that to love yourself, because you're never gonna do some shit that's gonna make you truly, truly like satisfied if your standards are that high. And it sounds like they are from what you just said. So.
And also, Tony, just know that everybody in this room really appreciates you, man.
Yeah.
Every single person in this room, just know that, like, we're just like you, bro. We come from families that, like, we don't have shit. We never really had shit. We're just trying to make something out of nothing. So we're just like you, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's a dream, man.
And we appreciate you immensely because, like, we know that you support us. You're here every single live stream. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, yeah. W Tony.
And we support you, Tony, man. Yo, matter of fact, Tony, send me a DM every time you drop a joint. Send me a DM, bro. I'm gonna post that shit on my story. We'll post it on the training season page. We'll support you the way you support us.
yeah, of course. It's a two-way street. Like for like the people that like really fuck with us and fuck with the music and all that stuff, like the real fans, like Tony, they're also like creatives too that understand. You know what I'm saying? Like how much passion is put into this sort of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
we're more than people, bro. We're creatives. We're not even just we're not just musicians. We're writers. We're directors. We're actors. We can do anything we want to fucking do.
Yeah.
I met Caesar in drama class.
These guys were
Really?
fucking.
Yeah, I met him in
playing
drama
and
class
shit.
in the 10th grade, bro.
These guys were doing fucking Shakespeare.
Yeah,
Hamlet.
actually, the first time I met Caesar was Halloween, and I didn't like him because they were roasting me because I was dressed up.
let's talk about the first time everyone
Here you go.
everyone met the KOGA members.
This guy was
Oh
dressed
my
like
god.
The
You're
first
just like a
Pimp George.
the first
Yeah,
time
bro.
the first time I
Because
met
he still
Roberto
is.
Yeah.
was when I was born.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
What was
nice.
the first time? Well, not even that, bro. Let's get.
Oh!
What the fuck? But like in terms of depth, what was the first time you like looked at your brother? Because I have a brother that's similar in the age gap between you and Roberto. What was the first time you looked at your brother and I'm like, yo, I'm really like, I understand this guy.
What the
Like, you ever had that moment where you're like, yo, this is my brother,
Where I made the realization that he's my brother, or
Yeah.
like
the conscious
Or-
understanding, like, yo, I'm bonded to him for life. Like, what was that experience?
that's actually a good ass question. I can't even think of it. I don't because that's the thing. I guess
You've always
because
felt
you're
like
the
that?
older brother.
Yeah.
JP.
I'm asking you because
So
I know you're young.
there's a point in time where you didn't have a brother.
I
yeah.
held you in my hands, little motherfucker.
Exactly. 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 No, but exactly. No, but that's what I'm saying. But exactly. Like for me, I was like, yo.
You felt like
Yeah, for me, there is
felt like
no
it was like
point.
it's like an unconscious thing.
No, but for me, it's like there is no point in time where in my life I didn't have a brother, so there's
He's
no
always been
connection.
there, yeah.
Like it's just part of life. You know what I mean? It's like I
I
have
feel like
a
it's the
brother,
older sibling.
and this
thing.
is like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? There was
you feel
no,
like he's a part of you. Like it's just like he's
Pretty
you
much,
as
yeah.
much as you're his brother.
yeah. Like if I didn't have an older brother, if I didn't have Rob, then like shit just doesn't make sense.
Mm.
Yeah,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
I feel that. Man. I feel the same way. Well, no, it's not the same because I'm an older brother, but like Rob said, bro. I remember when I was holding my younger brother in my arms and shit, and I'm like, yo, I don't even.
Who the fuck is Who the
No, cap. That's actually the truth, though.
Welcome to the family, bro.
Yeah. I guess like it was up like.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but I guess also because is the age group different. How much older are you than
Bro, not
Jared?
that much older. 3 years.
Yeah, he's 2 years older.
Yeah, 2 years old.
That's why. Me, I'm 10 years older than my brother. So when I saw a nigga, I'm like, yo, I have a fucking younger brother.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
It really hit you that.
I was like, damn. And I was one of the brothers. I had 2 freaking evil sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Telling them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell like two evil
He's
sisters.
like, go ahead.
I'm like,
You had one evil sister and a good sister.
No, I had two evil sisters. When you have two evil sisters, when they're younger, they're evil, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Snitching on you.
Yo, Tima used to be such
No, not
a-
Tima. I was snitching on you. My older sister snitched on me all the time. No
That's
matter what I did.
crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
yo.
I used the thing about
That's a pretty good
Yo,
brother.
Snitches.
Yo, you know the dynamic between me and Awa was always the best because I met Awa when I was like 14, 15, and we were always like Tom and Jerry. I used to say this shit about Awa. I used to be like, yo, Awa, you're just a gay man in a woman's body. I used to say that shit all the time because she would do some things that are very like artsy, you know, but she never.
No, she's like a freaking charcuterie board.
Yeah, like she's a very
Charcuterie board.
she's a
Charcuterie
very-
board. Like
she's a no, is that the word? Cosmopolitan?
I love a charcuterie board.
Cosmopolitan?
Me too.
It's nice.
Is that
we're talking about the cheese board shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a very like cheese board.
But I was doing
And
shit when
like,
she was like 18 years old.
She did it so early, like,
Yeah.
she's always too mature, right?
She was always
But
very
she's always
like,
a snitch. That's what you gotta remember.
Yeah.
So she snitch on me. And my younger sister was
I hope
a
she
brat.
sees this.
yeah, Tima was
So you have a
brat,
brat
man.
younger sister, and you have like an older sister that's like micromanaging and always snitching.
The third parent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
I was like, yo, man, I wish I had a
And you're
brother.
in the
man.
middle.
I'm out here watching Barbie and Disney, Snow White, and all these cartoons.
That's why he is the way he is.
No, but I was
Absolutely cooked.
I'm always thankful for that though.
She already said.
Yeah.
It helped me. No, it helped me like my perception,
I
my
helped him get
my
into
perception-
get in tune with the divine feminine.
no, my verbal imagination got better because of all those exposures
Yeah.
to all those things.
No, but that is true. That is true.
Because I was able
When
to
I
like,
first met this nigga, he showed me this one song. It was called Virus, and this nigga he sounded like 50 Cent, bro. This guy was like 16.
no, but I'm saying I was able
I
to
was like 14. I was like, who the fuck raps like this?
But you listen, man.
my sister told me a lot of music like Outkast,
Yeah.
like a lot of stuff like Backstreet Boys.
Okay, yeah.
I would never even listen to that if my
I grew up
sister wasn't
listening to
around.
Outkast.
Yeah,
That's
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my sister like really put me on. My older sister really put me on to like music like for the first time. Really, my sister is the one that put me on. Like Usher and all these people like Alicia
yeah.
Keys. I would not have been listening to that shit.
But what got you into like rap though, and like to want to rap?
Well, I think through that, like we used to watch like first of all I used to listen to like Bollywood Indian music and shit, freaking Senegalese music, and then MTV and shit like that, right?
Okay,
so my sister knew all the MTV stuff. She used to collect CDs and like,
Okay,
Eminem.
yeah,
She's the one first. My sister was an Eminem fan before me, so she used to have like the Eminem show.
Yeah.
Okay,
Watch my
yeah,
LP.
yeah.
So through that, I was like,
Yeah, I was a very,
so-
she's a very.
so through that, this is how I discovered like those new sounds. And then my sister would like go to get invited to birthday parties.
Like she's very cultured.
Yeah. So all my sister's friends would come to parties and shit like that, and they'd be like, listen to Usher. So me, I was kind of like a middle child. So I wanted like attention sometimes.
You were a middle child.
Right? I was a middle child. So I like memorized the verses of like Usher. Like I remember
to get her approval.
Ludacris. I knew his whole verse on
That's
yeah.
cute.
I knew the verse.
That's cute.
Even though I didn't know how to really say it. So I used to like that's how I started really
You
like
have an accent?
Yeah.
I had an Indian accent. I used to go like this.
Because you hung out with all the Indians, right?
Yeah, my cousin was Indian and Pakis. So that's how I started like getting into rap a bit through like Usher, whatever. Then when around the time when niggas used to like do LimeWire and those other things, it's like you see like you download like a
Every
music video,
download.
you download a music video and then you click it and it's like porn.
Soldier Boy.
You're like, whoa!
Titties.
Then you're like, let me save that for later. Then you keep going, right? So then through the LimeWire and stuff like that, when I discovered like 50 Cent mixtape era, like just hearing 50 Cent era, and I just was like, yo, this is like so different. And as a kid, yo, Eminem and 50 Cent, that was like.
Yeah, bro.
You
Shout
used to hide to listen to that. It was so bad. It was like, yo, you have to listen to this shit, right? They're like, niggas saying, like, call people gay and saying all this wild shit. I'm like,
the F
yo.
word and whatnot.
So,
wow, look at GP.
That's what got me. That's what got me to rap. Then my cousin Ibu, shouts out to Baraku. I'm like, yo, shouts to Ibu and Amadou, you know, for telling me that rhyme so I do. Because when he came to Canada, like, they're like 2005, he was like, yo, man, you know, like, you should try to rap because you're so good, bro. You're so good at this type of shit.
Are they the ones that were? One of them was.
I can't tell.
No, I'm saying crazy.
I was 3 years old.
Yeah. So the time 5 is like around that time when I wrote like my first songs probably because like it was like yo let's just try to rap. He was trying to rap in French. I started rapping English and I was copying Eminem from You Don't Know. You know that track?
Yeah.
I covered Eminem and 50 Cent from that. So like that's like one of my first songs and that's when I wrote that shit and they're like yo bro, like you can actually rap man. You should do this shit. And that's ever since then bro. I haven't stopped writing like since then.
So what age did you start rapping at? Like 9, something like that?
No, I was probably like writing songs. I was probably like 11 or something.
Oh, like rapping, like just when you was rapping.
Oh, rapping, yeah. I was probably like 7 or 8. Like, something like, you know, whenever, like, 2001. When did the Yeah come out? 2002?
2003.
2002, yeah. So around that time, around like 2003 is when I really started.
Yeah, it
Like,
was
Oh, shit.
2003.
This is like
right?
good question.
You were like 9.
Said the craziest live performance. These
Yeah.
guys probably have a funny ass.
Craziest
Yeah,
live
yeah.
performance?
Yeah.
Because yo, hold
No,
on,
bro.
hold on.
Oh, that's right.
Yo, because you guys
In a good
have
way
more
or bad
experience
way?
doing shows like outside of Ottawa.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've done shows like a bit outside of Ottawa. So yeah, like I know you guys have a story about like a
The
show in
Toronto was probably
Toronto.
the craziest one.
crazy.
That was
Yes,
probably the
yes.
craziest one.
Toronto one was just like
No, just
We're
not
not gonna
even.
talk
You
about
forget it, even the
You
Airbnb
will.
with
Yo,
the
take
men.
it like this Toronto
That
shit is
was a lot.
before I was
that
even
was before
like,
Rob's time.
in the group. You know?
Yeah.
This is like
This is
long
back when
ass
there
time
was no KOGA. It was just training.
It was just
season.
training
So let me-
season,
Yo, we're not even.
No,
gonna
you should
talk
tell
about-
that story because it's playoffs, and that was in the playoffs.
Yeah, that was during the playoffs. Man, just know this, bro. When GP performs, okay, when we
Anything
all
can happen.
perform,
It's not
But when-
rehearsed.
it's, it's not rehearsed.
Not
but
rehearsed
listen,
at all.
It's
I have a long and extensive history of being able
Long
Pause.
and extensive
of
history.
being able to perform in front of many people. So when I do this shit now, just know I'm not thinking much about it.
Yo, and all
I've
long
paid my
stories.
dues. I've taken the
Yeah.
L's that were necessary to take. Toronto, if we talk about Toronto was one of those learning curves,
One of
right?
those times.
Man, it's
One of
just
those
we had a
times.
bad DJ. If we had a really good DJ, we would get.
We had a bad DJ. The DJ was our nigga. You know what I'm saying? But we did have a bad DJ. But
Maybe it was still a bad DJ.
but yo, look, listen,
There's no way.
Swear to God.
listen,
What
Toronto.
the fuck?
Nigga didn't play the song. If you play the song quickly, he would save us. But the nigga
I
was
won't
dry.
go
And
into
then
full
niggas like,
details.
What?
I won't-
Like off of what?
Screaming.
Of what?
What was
A
he like DJing?
laptop.
Of a
Literally.
No, but hold on. Nah, tell the story. Don't tell the story to him. Tell the story to the
So-
stream.
sorry.
Toronto was probably like it completely changed our group culture, right? Because we hadn't really done a whole lot of shows at that point. I think that was the first festival that we performed at.
No.
outside of
What festival was it?
Ottawa. It
It
was
was Canadian Music Week.
yeah,
in
it was
Toronto.
Canadian music.
But haven't we
Oh,
already
shit.
did Blues Festival?
Yeah, outside of Ottawa. We did
Oh,
Blues
outside.
Festival.
Sorry.
Yeah, we didn't do Blues Fest at that point.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
It was
Blues
same-
Fest
it
was
was
the
same the
first
next
one that we
year.
did.
It was
Oh, so
Or
that
the
was.
second one.
Oh, so you had
We
already
did
met.
Marifest or what Monofest?
Marfest is after. That's
Marfest is after.
2017.
But there's one that we did that we went to that museum downtown. Remember?
No, it wasn't.
And it had like
this was before
the.
Blues Fest.
No, it was after.
Yeah, it was.
2017.
This one
All
was before
2017. Canada's music was 2017.
Yeah, so this was
No,
before Blues Fest.
no.
This was the summer.
2016 was Blue Fest.
Yo,
No,
Canadian
2016
Music
was
Week.
Blues Fest.
I'm sure it was before
'Cause
Blues
Blues
Fest.
Fest-
It was before
It was
Blues
Blues
Fest.
That just makes sense.
Yes.
It was before Blues
Like
Fest.
timeline
You
wise.
said
Because
that
we
before
went
Blue Fest,
to-
but went to Blue Fest that summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Literally, it was like show to show to show. It was crazy.
So
So how many people were it like at the set like that you guys had? Like how long
This
was
was
the
a
set?
whole, bro, look, this
was
whole
like
thing was a fucking
45 minutes.
it was a big kerfuffle, man. Like even the engineer that produces most of our stuff right now, like we weren't even, and we've known him since we were teenagers. Like we're super close, you know. But we all collectively were not at the point of development that we are at now.
Mhm.
So the mistakes that we made are mistakes that
Would never happen
That would
today.
never happen.
Never.
today, ever. But you know, long story short, you know, we didn't really get our mixes prepped properly. Abu, you might be right. It might be after Blues Fest.
Maybe it was the same year.
it
though.
was same year.
Same year.
So you know, like our mixes weren't prepped right. You know, even though we always prep our mixes, we didn't do sound check. Even though
We never
always-
get to do sound check though.
we-
10 years later.
We never do sound check, but we do our own individual sound check, and we rehearse for weeks before all of our performances, anyways. So we don't
Mhm.
have to worry about that contingency. Blues Fest taught us to plan for, you know, chaos theory. You know, what can go wrong will go wrong. We're not Blues Fest, but Toronto. Chaos theory, what can go wrong will go wrong. Anything that could possibly go wrong in this performance went wrong. We were late getting into Toronto.
Yep.
We had problems getting into our Airbnb.
The
We had way
entourage
too
was
many
out of
people
this
that were
world.
not that were not involved with our performance coming. Our DJ didn't end up making it. Our mixes weren't done properly. We didn't have a script or a choreography behind how we were gonna do it. And to top everything off, I was fucking lit. Okay.
That is bad.
So all these things pieced together,
What?
they kind of created like a perfect storm in the sense where, yo, this shit's gonna bomb, nigga. It's gonna bomb. What was that?
No,
Yeah,
keep
I
going,
look
keep
so
going.
curious.
Keep going.
It sounded like a troll. But yeah, all these things mixed together it created this fucking this situation of shit bombing. And when we got there, Toronto was in the playoffs, and the city was lit. You know, the performance, the venue was full. We had people that drove out all the way from Ottawa to watch us perform and whatnot. But again, we had to improvise a lot of our shit. We got to a point where like you know, we were forgetting some of our lyrics and stuff.
Don't say we.
Was it good? Was it
Don't say
because
we,
you didn't
okay?
rehearse, or was it because of like a sort of like was the crowd feeling it at the point?
The
at that
the
point?
crowd was this way.
No, the
that
crowd
way.
was receptive.
They
Oh,
were
yeah.
receptive.
When we came
But
in,
it
they were
got to a
clapping and
specific
shit.
point where I said one thing, and that just
Yeah,
kinda
it just
fucked
fucked
So
everything up.
Miami
What did you
Heat-
say?
Miami Heat had just beat Toronto, like less than an hour earlier.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we're in beautiful Toronto. I'm so happy to be here. You know, Toronto lost in the playoffs. They got eliminated again. And then the way it was, I guess the crowd thought I was going to be sympathetic. But me, I wasn't a
No,
Toronto
he's a
fan.
Pacers fan,
I
so he was
Pacers
also
fan.
hating shit.
So I was hating on Toronto. I was like, you know, they lost again.
Obviously,
whatever.
obviously,
Obviously.
Yeah.
And these guys started booing me.
At that moment,
Yeah.
everything just shifted.
Since that day,
Yo, what's good, Austin?
word to my mother. Since that day, I have never been booed. Never been booed. That was the only time.
Yo, I feel like
Not, yeah, I'm not. The only time I've ever been booed in my fucking career was in Toronto.
yeah.
Because I came to Toronto and I shot on their team. And then what made it even worse was, and like I said, I was lit. I was drunk. I was high. You know, I was enjoying myself. But then I realized I'm like, oh shit, I fucked up.
The nigga soared up fast.
And yeah, I sobered up extremely quickly when that happened. I was like, yo, I got to say something to like fix,
Yeah.
to like fix the vibe. I'm like,
What did you try
I
to
was
say?
like, wait, hold on, wait, everybody, please relax. You know, I'm a fan of Toronto too. You know, I love the team. You know, my boy DeMar DeRozan. Nigga,
Niggas that name.
I said that.
DeMar
They
DeRozan.
didn't. What's worse than the only thing worse that I've learned than getting booed is complete and utter silence.
Yeah.
When I said that, the room was dead.
Yeah, dead. Damn.
I was like,
saying.
I was like, yo.
Couldn't even hear a cricket.
I was like, in my head, I'm like,
See, a good DJ would have played the music.
and I thought about it, I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck do I do now?
You would have
I looked at
muted
Caesar.
his mic.
I looked at Caesar. Caesar looked at me.
Muted my-
We looked back.
muted Mike, yeah, turn that shit off.
Yeah.
You know, we looked at our DJ, who was our boy. Shouts out to fucking Baquan. We looked at him, and he looked at us, and he was like this. So no, bro, this is live.
That's literally what he did.
Bro, he's
Never-
struggling live in a
struggling.
packed venue where they're about to fucking lynch
Yo,
me.
so what are you doing
And
again?
he looked at me and he's like, I don't know, nigga. and then fucking Caesar turned to him and he's like, yo, play the track. I looked at him as Caesar looked at him and I said, play the track with my mic near my mouth. So the audience heard me say, yo, spin shit, spin the fucking record. This nigga played the wrong record, bro. He played the wrong record. So we just started going with it. Caesar forgot his
I
lyrics.
fucked my lyrics up.
He said it on the mic. I forgot my
I'm gonna
fucking
fuck my
lyrics.
lyrics, but I started freestyling
Freestyling.
on the fucking thing, bro.
Bro,
That
it was a
chaos.
fucking
I
bomb.
thought freestyle might fuck my lyrics, but who gives a fuck?
It
Blah, blah,
was
blah,
a
blah.
bomb.
That
It was a
must
mad-
be like
mad,
that must be an unwritten
mad-
rule,
what's that
like
track
an
called?
unwritten rule.
Mad-
Bro, we got back
performance.
to our Airbnb. We were all cheese. We're all
It was a
pissed.
unwritten rule, bro.
We're like, what the fuck was that, guys?
From that day, we set some core principles, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not averse to accountability, but before I could even say it, these niggas looked at me and they said, "All right, GP, rule number 1: no more smoking, no more drinking in the studio. No more smoking, no more drinking during performances. No more smoking, no more drinking when you write." Since then, that's how it's been. You know, we don't
Because
perform high.
I keep banning Cole for doing some troll shit
We don't get lit before our
Why?
performances.
Why
No matter how
you
much I love to do it,
because he's trolling.
because he's trolling.
What is he trolling?
He's just being.
How are
a
you,
dumbass.
are you able?
He's putting YK Osiris lyrics in the chat.
Bruh.
That's actually kind of funny.
That is hilarious.
But yeah, so we don't do that anymore. Number 2, we always do our we always perform, like we always do our rehearsals like at minimum 4 weeks in advance. We do it to a T till we get it perfect. Number 3, we make sure
I
that
say
we have
that.
we have a DJ that is there for our performances, so that like our set list is done, our choreo is done. They know when to do this, and you know, for the past like 3 years, we always do live mixing as well. So
Yo, when are you gonna show the March Green track, bro? GP's verse.
No, he played it. He played it.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't on the speakers.
You're sleep.
Yeah,
Snooze, nigga.
But yeah, bro,
Yeah,
like
it's
you
gotta
know,
be
it was a terrible last performance, but I thank God for that performance because had that shit happen now, nigga, I don't know if we would recover. I don't know.
But yo, that must be an unwritten rule of like performances. If you're performing in any city, you gotta big up the city. You can't say anything
Yeah.
that is going to like fuck up, and that's the sports team.
Yeah.
Like anybody that is associated to that city, you gotta like shout out. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know who says I'm not good, but you're good, bro. Yeah, bro. Like you cannot.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I gotta be like I can't lie.
Too good, bro.
How old were we, bro? I was like 19, bro.
Yeah, but damn, man.
That was the single dumbest thing I've ever done in my
The only
life.
people that should come to a stage and talk shit about the crowd in the city is fucking someone like Bill Burr. Like you're a comedian.
Yeah, you gotta
and
be
you
a
just
comedian.
pop up and you just like shit on everybody.
And,
'cause that's funny.
and that was the moment I realized I'm not an improvised comedian, bro. Like, you know,
Yeah, man.
stand up, I don't even know, but improvised, oh my god, I felt like I was like, yo, if God took me in that moment, I would be okay with it, because I wanted to be anywhere but there. Oh yeah, another rule: we don't invite randoms. You know, if you come as a fan, we're more than appreciated. You do not travel with us if we don't know you. Good thing.
Why are you traveling with people you don't know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, he's
Because
kind of
some
over
of us knew them and others didn't.
Okay.
Was it a rideshare thing?
No.
It was convenience. That's
yeah,
what
that's
it was.
insane.
Yeah,
What do we got here?
Yeah, it was good. 613 check.
613 check. You're.
That's the homie.
But I think my favorite performance that we ever did was probably Olive Garden.
Yo, play the drill shop video.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna pull up the.
Yeah, that was weird.
Did you
That
show
was
clear?
weird show.
You didn't like it? I loved it.
It was weird, man. Like it was like
It was a sweaty.
Oh, yo, that was Sun Rob's first performance.
That was my first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was
man.
packed to the brim.
That was Sun Rob's
It was
first performance.
amazing.
That was, I think, to this day, and that's even in
Oh
Ottawa.
yeah, that's
was
when we
my
took our
favorite.
first KOGA photo.
That was my favorite.
That's true.
That was
I
my
have
favorite
it. I
performance
have
we
it
ever did.
framed.
Olive Garden.
That's not my favorite performance. I'll tell you.
Was it Olive Garden?
I mean, we took an L at the end of that, man.
The refined olive.
Yeah, the refined olive. That's
Cole,
what
why
it
do you
was.
have so many
Why you keep
accounts?
saying Olive Garden?
I did. And the
Yeah.
niggas-
It was the
I
refined
don't
olive.
even know
That
this
shit was
one.
crazy.
Sapien.
It was
shit?
packed.
It was one of
thought it
those
was
mosh pit ass sweaty shows. Everybody was fucking
like
crowded.
literally like
We must have had like
touching,
200 people.
Marvis.
Yeah,
City folk.
City
City
folk.
folk.
Marvis for City Folk.
Yeah.
It's like held by the same people that do Blue
It was
Sauce.
200 to 250 people crammed into this one venue the size of a fucking, you know those.
No, it was 200 people.
It was like 200 people.
It was like 50 people.
No, it was. I mean, hey man, if it was 50, they made it feel like 200. So
Bro,
It was packed.
Too
It was
fucking.
literally like a little like a shop,
It
and
was
like
like a little,
there was like something in the middle.
Yeah, you just go
Bro,
around.
Okay, so yeah, I
People
remember.
had to stand around.
It was
and,
Yeah.
like it was a olive refinery, bro. So
Yeah.
like in the middle there was like
And they
all
were
the
going out
olive
the
stuff,
door.
and then
Yeah.
like it wrapped around like this, and then you had like a corner here that was like a bit more space where they
Mhm.
put us, and it was just dumb, bro. Like
and
We were walking around,
we were
going
walking
around,
around
and
but we
interacting
shut the
with
shit
people.
down, bro. We were interacting with,
No, it was
with the
dope.
people and with each other. It was the most intimate
Yeah.
experience that we ever had.
And then we caught an L at the end.
No, but we didn't. It wasn't
What
even
happened
out.
at the end?
When the mics cut, it was cool. We still, they were still cheering us. We were
why
still.
they cut the
performing.
mics?
The mics didn't cut.
They just. Oh,
The
the
light?
no, you guys actually don't remember?
No, what are you talking about?
At the song L Man, because it was Jew that was our DJ that night. What happened to the laptop?
Oh, shut down.
It fucking died.
Oh yeah, the laptop.
The last
Well,
song,
yo,
we're
bring
like,
the fucking charger next
But
time.
yeah, like.
like, oh, no, but even on the mics, like, well, lost fucking L.
That's all brand.
But at least though, it was the last track.
It was the
Yeah.
last track, but it's like, yo, no performance is ever gonna be perfect. That shit was fucking crazy.
I can't take it.
Even when the shit was done, bro, they wanted us to keep going and shit, and like the people were lining up out the door, bro. It was fucking crazy. People were watching the show through the glass. I never felt like as comfortable
Oh yeah,
as that show.
people were. Yeah, no, that was.
The
crazy,
door was
bro.
wide open. People like, people are holding it open just to like look in. It was
Oh,
crazy.
shit.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
peak. It was like that was like I think that was the last high I ever got.
You said like that was your favorite performance.
That was my favorite performance
Yeah.
ever. And that was in my hometown, which is crazy work, you know. 'cause
That was in Ottawa?
We're not the biggest
Yeah,
market.
Man, my
yeah.
favorite performance might have to be Blues Fest, the one that like I
That we
did.
just did.
Yeah, the one that I did.
'Cause
That was
I mean,
fun.
You shut that down
That
too.
was the
Yeah.
first time that I was on a stage that big,
Mm-hmm.
and I just felt so comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, I felt
you
more
realize you're like,
comfortable.
yo, I'm built for this.
Mhm.
I felt more comfortable on that stage than I did doing like
The
the
smaller
show.
shows.
No, the show with Brown Family at in Gatineau.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I felt like more comfortable doing Blues Fest than doing that. Cause like doing that, like, I had to like do the whole thing by myself. Like I had to like just, I guess man the whole show by myself, right?
Yeah.
The carry.
But Blues
essentially,
Fest, you
right?
had support.
Yeah, Blues Fest like, yo, like you just guys introduced me. I pulled up, and then I didn't have to do anything anymore.
Yeah. And you know, Blue Stripes was also a testament to like how far our choreo went, because Rob came to me one day and he's like, yo, GP, he's like, yo, I want to be the lead guy with you.
Hey, shout out to Bobby Rugal in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Shouts out.
Bobby! Yo, what's up?
He said,
My Cartier's are 20 years old, nigga. My Cartier's is 20 years old.
he said, who y'all got Joey versus the West Coast?
Joey, nigga. Easy Joey.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Joey's up right now,
As
man.
long as Kid Out stays out the fight, I got Joey, man.
Joey's up. No,
Big Joey.
Daylight was killing it too.
No, I love Daylight.
What do you say?
Yeah,
What do you say? What do
I
you say?
think
What do you say?
Daylight, Joey, you know, they're killing it,
So
but
who y'all got?
overall, Joey's up against the West.
Yeah, no, Joey's up for sure.
Daylight though, like Daylight's insane.
fucking
Insane. It's just that like Joey though, like he's winning the against those guys, man.
Daylight,
As a whole, he's
Daylight's a ghost rapper. Well, you know, it's gonna be like that.
No, the bars more hard hitting, and like, bro, the way he's cutting the
record,
record
better diss songs, and yeah, like you said,
yeah, the bars are more hard hitting, and like the way he's doing the fucking triple entendres, the way he's like, you know, the flows and all that shit.
I'm
is
glad
insane.
Joey. I'm
Like,
glad
he's tying it
Joey
all
like
together,
made
like,
his presence
masterful.
felt, bro.
That's the thing is like Daylight.
That's
Daylight
going
is
over people's
insane.
heads already. That's
He's going
the
over
thing. He's going
people's
over
heads.
too
He's
much.
insane.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like I think when you're a battle rapper,
Yeah,
and you're doing like it's not battle rap, it's like diss songs.
Yeah.
You're at a disadvantage.
But Daylight's
Exactly.
not. He's not. But
gotta
like, he's
disadvantage
not
because of, like,
just a
flow.
battle rapper. Like he writes hits.
Daylight, you're right. He can write songs, but what I'm saying,
He
like, in
writes
this
songs, yeah.
battle rap right now, the reason why Daylight I think is not like winning against Joey Badass, I'm talking about in the court of public opinion, is because he's
Joey
going
will
over
write a better
people's
Yeah,
heads.
he says Joey smoking shit. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, facts.
Joey's
It's because Daylight's going over people's heads from the jump already. Like
sure.
people are not even trying to like figure out exactly what he's saying because it's too dense.
Yeah.
So that's already a disadvantage in my opinion in a battle rap.
Yeah.
Because it's about how can you insult the guy the best, but also being able to write a catchier song. I think that matters a lot in this era. Like,
And Daylight's also inheriting, like, Daylight and Joey, they're inheriting a rap climate right now
of Kendrick and
that,
Drake.
despite Kendrick and Drake, is not in the best position because for some reason, this entire beef ignited a lot of people that are not rap purists, that are just very casual listeners. So,
Yeah, Loki made it worse.
It made it worse.
Low-key made it worse.
You know, because I think because Drake and Kendrick beef was so big, it brought more fans into hip hop. And then now, like when they hear another beef, they're expecting something on that same like kind of spectacle.
It brought out a lot of
But this
bots.
beef is like I said, it's like early 2000s, 2005, like
exactly.
classic
No,
hip
I feel
hop.
like the
Classic hip hop and
I feel like the
classic.
view of both of these beefs are like completely different.
They're
what?
100%.
Because the Drake and like the Kendrick stuff is like really like at least like
It's a battle
up
of
until like
hits.
the first two tracks was like it was pretty much like, oh, what are they gonna say at each other that's like, you know what I mean? Scathing.
Yeah, because lyrically
But
the battle
like
was over
the
after one
like
song.
the Joy for the Joy stuff and like Daylight, like everybody knows, like at least people that know these guys, like because they're not like at the top of like the mainstream rap, like they know that like, oh yo, this is like for fucking like bars. you know
Yeah,
what
this
I
is
mean?
for
Yeah.
real rap.
Yeah,
It's
but
for
most,
actual
people,
rap
but
purists,
most
you know what I'm
fans are like a lot of fans that are tapping into the beef are not really hip hop fans.
Yeah, that's why I
They,
feel
they
like
just
Daylight
either
is
loyal
kinda
to the
getting
West
done
Coast
dirty, but-
or they're loyal to the East Coast,
Yeah,
whatever.
okay, yeah,
But they're not really lyricists. Like,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
like if you're a true like fan of hip hop, some of the takes that I'm hearing from people, they're not even like really hip
Yeah,
hop
so
fans.
a lot of dick riding.
A lot of dick riding,
Oh,
or,
yeah.
or a lot of like casual stuff like, oh yo, like you know, like yeah, like
It's a
you
lot.
know,
It's
like,
because it's part of a bigger narrative when it
There's a-
shouldn't be. This
Yeah.
rap beef deserves its own.
that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of
individual
narrative still because of the fallout from the Drake Kendrick beef is still affecting this beef. Because
Yeah.
everything
And
because
people are talking
technically-
about shit that has nothing to do with the beef, bro. People, niggas is talking about fucking labels and whatnot and blah 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 blah. Look,
Yeah.
you niggas have never given a fuck about labels. You niggas have Apple Music, you have Spotify, you fucking use it. You nobody touches LimeWire. You don't listen to music offline. So I'm tired of hearing you bitch ass niggas cry and complain
Yo,
about
talking
fucking
shit,
label.
bro.
Yeah.
You niggas don't give a fuck.
They don't give a
You
fuck.
niggas only give a
yeah.
fuck when it comes to defending your particular narrative or whatever narrative is spoon fed to you
Yeah.
by your friends.
And yo, there's a time when niggas would do beefs and stuff like that, like just like this, and we just enjoy it as hip hop
Just
fans.
enjoy it.
Now it's like, yo, they have a deal behind the scenes to promote this beef, and it's like,
Oh,
you
the
know,
conspiracy.
It's like
Yeah.
everybody wants to be a
Conspiracy shit doesn't even give a fuck about the bars to begin with.
And you know what's
It's
you know what's watered down, where even the conspiracy theorists, the real conspiracy theorists, don't even feel like fucking theorizing anymore.
Yeah.
Because now it's in vogue. Now it's cool to be like, oh, man,
conspiracy theories.
the big
Everything's
players.
happening. Oh, Joey
Yeah.
Badass has to deal with it, but who gives a fuck? Let's just enjoy the lyrics,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Next
Yeah.
thing you know,
Music-
some nigga's gonna drop a hot record and be like, yo, but he was at the Diddy party and blah blah blah. It's like, nigga, shut up. fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Like, bro, like, you don't
bro,
listen to
like,
music,
what
you
the
don't
fuck is
write
this,
music.
bro?
Yeah, I feel like that's one thing I'll say. The Drake Kendrick beef was amazing. It like helped put the big spotlight on hip hop and rhyming and MCing.
Yeah.
But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, that shit might have been bad for the game because like we're having like a Joey Badass Absol thing going on, whatever, right? That was amazing. And then there's always now some sort of narrative to like distract us from what we all enjoy the most, which is like great music and great artistry and MCing. But now every time there's something, there's always some sort of like, oh yo, like who is this guy? Like like.
And we knew it was
Like
coming.
nobody's appreciating the actual art form of music. It's always about like, what does it come with, or like who's supporting him.
But this was written though. This was written. This was the
know?
kayfabe. This is the kayfabe era, and it's been on the rise for like 15 years. We knew this was we knew that not just rap music, but like rap entertainment, anything urban was gonna get to a point where it's like it's no longer genuine. It's very manufactured, and the people that are consuming the genuine shit are the products of when the manufactured shit was getting pushed out. So, you know, bro. But whatever era it is, bro, you just have to like. I guess you have to own it. So Joe, you know, hats off to Joey.
Yeah, shout out to Joey for taking advantage of the moment, bro, and like really like stabbing himself.
And shouts out to Daylight because.
No, Daylight fucking killed it, bro.
Generational. There's some generational lyricists involved in this beat.
Yeah, when you talk about lyricism alone, Daylight is just fucking insane, bro. Lord and Lux came through too, bro. That was so amazing.
Legendary.
Yeah, man.
Everyone that has participated in this beef are real, like niggas can really rap. So
and I'm just happy, like
can't complain.
That's what I'm happy about. I'm like, yo, like these guys might not be like on the same level artistically, blah blah, but like this is about like MCing and hip hop, and I feel like this was like much needed for the first time in a long time. There hasn't been this moment since like maybe Control, where like these dudes are just going at each other, like
you know what I'm saying? I like how other motherfuckers are getting involved too.
Yeah, like Kai Cash, whatever.
Yeah, Kai Cash got involved.
Like I said, it felt like 2000s early mixtape
era. Ass cheek bar for AZ Chike is too fucking
funny. Yo, AZ Chike him too. His track was dope. Like, I like the fact that everybody was like putting up rhymes, and we were all appreciating it. Like even if you didn't think this guy was like winning, you still appreciated what he added. That's what made it dope. CJ Fly killed it. Like, you know, who else did I hear? Like, yeah, even that YouTuber guy, Curtis King. Like, all these dudes who dropped verses and stuff like that. It was dope to see, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I saw that Curtis King shit, I was like, yo, what the fuck is
going on?
Yeah, that's insane.
Because to me, it's like, you know, but that.
I was watching Curtis King to like learn how to sell beats.
Curtis King rips the West. You know what I'm saying? So
So to me, it just meant that like, you know, hip hop is in that place again. But then again, the only thing that I saw that kind of annoyed me was, I'm like, yo, all the narratives coming behind it is it's taken away from the moment itself. This is about Joey Badass.
And you know we're not being biased
and Daylight, but people are trying to add shit to it, you know. So
and you know we're not being biased because like if it came down to like, you know, where one would expect our or someone's loyalty to be to it for us, I mean, I hate to say this on stream, but it'd probably be closer to West Coast music because of what we've experienced in our career, like the people that we've met. You know, even going back to like our first Blues Fest, like a lot of like the impact on us on our career or the way that we do things or see things as artists was from when we, you know, met TDE Camp and got like a lot of like useful gems from people that are pretty significant in the game that come from that camp. But we're keeping unbiased when we're just saying this shit. The result of the Kendrick Lamar and the Drake beef, although it was something that we've never seen before, and like we're grateful as rap fans to have it, the result of it in terms of the consumers that we're now marketing to, it wasn't, you know, it's just unfortunate because this shit is kind of like bringing that shit to light. Two amazing lyricists, and they can't even get away from the narratives that are surrounding their shit. Like their work is not even really being consumed to its max potential because people are too busy talking about like the fodder surrounding it.
So, yeah, it's just some bullshit. But like real talk, like the lyrics
to conclude.
Yeah, to conclude, just some bullshit. But yeah, the lyrics is crazy. Joey's up. Yeah, and like as far as like what I like more, like earlier, I guess when I started rapping, like I like West Coast artists more. But nah, man, I'm from the fucking East Coast. You know what I'm saying? And like that's how I sound. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nah, I like.
And Joey's really proving the point, bro.
I'm happy for what Joey's doing, bro. Like Joey, like also, you know, when I started rapping, that was one of the artists that like, you know, inspired me a lot. You know what I mean? So I'm just happy to see that this guy's having a fucking renaissance in his career when it comes to, you know, rapping.
Well, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's amazing for Joey.
I'm just loyal to MCing, bro. So
that's it.
You know, so when I hear like,
when Joey first came out, I think I was like 15 years old, and niggas was blown away. Really, damn, bro, this nigga is like.
I mean,
like
Mez was like 16 when he dropped his album, right?
Yeah, there was like 17 when 999 dropped, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfuckers the same
For
age.
me-
or something.
Like I saw a clip of him like
generational.
uploading it or whatever, and he was going to school the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, there's an interview of him.
And Tyler, right?
Yeah, him and Odd Future.
Yeah.
And
And
like,
on the phone, right?
yeah, he wanted like to talk to Odd Future, whatever. They're doing it on like
MTV
or some shit
Yeah.
like that. And like, oh yo, where you at? It's like, oh yeah, this is recess, lunchtime, you know, something like that. So he's
It's
doing
like
an
Tyler
interview.
and Uffy were like on MTV and they're like talking to him through like a phone or something like that.
Yeah.
Or something, and then Tyler's like what Tyler's like saying some troll shit about like, yo, keep doing it or something. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
Tyler said some troll shit, and then Earl was like, yo, like, you can rap.
Yeah, you can rap. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're basically reviewing his song, I think.
Oh,
Joey said, "I'm thinking about signing to the Rock, but my niggas from a block still assigned to the Rock." It's fucking. That's an insane shit. And he was saying that in what, like 2011, 2010.
I don't remember when.
I'm thinking about signing to the block.
That's Malik. He's
I'm thinking about signing to the Rock, but my niggas from the block still signed to the Rock. Yeah, that's 20.
But yeah, no,
2010,
like for
2011?
me it's dope to see.
From One Train.
For me it's dope to see because like again, I feel like
2011?
I feel like Joey's one of those guys that you know, he's always been a great rapper, great MC, but he didn't get his like props the way that like, you know,
Like
I feel like he should have got it because he had his era and like, you know, that Tyler the Creator, Earl Sweatshirt era, whatever. A lot of those guys like Tyler, Earl, they want to do their own thing, like Vince Staples. But I feel like Joey kind of like
He
had his
stagnated.
thing, but he kind of stagnated, or people kind of forgot about
He
him.
didn't
So
stagnate. He just did other shit.
he did other shit, yeah.
Yeah, but like he I don't think he should have done other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
he was doing
made
his
his
things so
ends. He
well.
was like, yo, I'm
You
gonna.
know,
do
he's
it.
doing shows.
What other stuff
He
did he
was trying to
do?
go commercial.
He became a songwriter and
He was
then
trying to go
actor.
commercial.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He had a period of time where he was trying to go commercial.
Yeah, like what is it?
Devastated.
Yeah, Devastated is like
Yeah.
a record
It's
that's
his
like
biggest-
close
it's
to
his
But
biggest song,
yeah.
Devastated came after he started.
No, that's
being,
American Badass.
Featured, yeah, but he was doing Post Malone record just before Devastated.
Rockstar and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's around the same
Yeah, but
era.
he's not on them.
Oh,
records.
true.
Yeah, he just wrote.
I'm
he
saying,
just wrote,
yeah, he
he,
wrote
he
stuff.
removed his verse. He said he removed his verse.
True.
He thought it wasn't that good, like his own verse. So he removed it and let Post Malone have the
Yeah,
song.
he started. He just
And then he
became
ended
like a
up- he ended up blowing
full-time.
up.
He just turned
That's
to a producer.
true, yeah.
But I agree with Rob. I
Wrote
think
for Post
he,
Malone.
I think he wanted to become more commercial, and he also moved on to like acting.
Yeah, if you're talking about
And
his
he was
lore
kinda-
and his legacy, I agree with
But I
you.
feel like that's why it's important for this beef was great for him because it's
Yeah.
like
I think
he
he
kind
did
of
what-
came back and he like
He's at the forefront of
Oh, yeah.
like the hip hop conversation.
Yeah.
which
Oh,
he
yeah.
should be.
I think what
Yeah.
Lupe Fiasco should have done is what Joey did. I think if Lupe did what Joey did, then
I'm not even gonna like start the Lupe Fiasco talk. Right?
Yeah.
come on,
I don't know how. I don't want to get into Lupe.
Yeah, because they
I
go
think
super
I-
deep.
you can
Yo,
compare
let's
them
play
both.
drill
But
shot.
yeah, yo, let's
Good
because
conversation.
yeah, this is the segment of the stream where we talk about hip hop.
Koga Love Japan drops in 1 hour.
It drops in 1 hour.
59
In
minutes.
1 hour,
It's
bro.
insane.
59 minutes. That's amazing.
Does
So
Japan already have it?
we're
Yeah.
gonna show y'all.
For 12
This has
hours.
never
Oh,
been
shit.
seen, even by Koga members, because Queen hasn't even seen it, and
Yo,
so she's
you
gonna
can
watch it for the first
do
time
you
too.
like already update the audio?
What is
of
this?
No,
What is
You
it?
did it?
no.
Oh, this is drill shot.
They don't play this motherfucking shit. What the
Just
I'm gonna
play
fuck-
it,
I'm gonna
man.
play it. I don't care.
Okay, play it.
Hell no.
I haven't seen this shit
But you
yet.
do need to update the audio on it, though.
Yeah, but this is like was
Yo,
a
can
preview
you play
to
the
show
audio
people.
out?
I
No,
can't
no,
right
the
now
audio's
because
funky,
you
nigga.
guys won't be able to hear it because the mic will pick it up and then the audio's gonna
Okay,
be fucked.
okay. Wow, Queen gets that's crazy.
What's up?
Got a question.
Cause you hear it, right?
Yeah.
That shit looks crazy. Man, he sees some. Don't screen that shit, yeah.
Oh shit. There you go. Yeah, man.
Yo, look at weak, bro.
Look, actually, I'm gonna show y'all
Yo, Martin,
this, right? Y'all see this? Let me show you guys the like what the shot what this entails, right? So you see this?
Yeah, you went above and beyond for that shot.
What
What
this
the
shot
fuck?
entails means this, right?
This guy's watching the stream.
Let's see.
Oh, to get the
It's a-
audio?
No, no.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what that is. Wait, so I gotta actually show them like this. That's what that is, right? So that's me on the floor right
Yeah,
there.
you smiling like a bot.
You know?
He was
And
like,
by
he
the
was
way,
like, he was like Cassie when
I'm joking.
he did it with
alright,
the
yeah,
Gold
alright,
Shadow.
hold on. Alright.
That's a disgusting POV, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Um,
That's what I'm saying.
Still talking
But
about
yeah,
that-
that's
that thing, huh?
but granted, like, you know, the streets were pretty clean, you know?
That's
And it was
hilarious.
worth
You
it.
know? It was worth it too to get the shot. It's all for the shot at the end. Of the day.
The way you guys were throwing me out of the scenes though was wild.
Yeah, it's
Throwing
like-
you out of it?
Yeah.
You gotta fight your way to the camera.
Ciao.
You'll
them
see,
watch
you'll
the video.
see.
Bubble up, bubble
Let
up.
them watch the video.
Wow, son of a mother.
No case. Let's go. Sing in this dojo. Choco, you know.
Why are you acting all gangsta? We got a little. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a jam sandwich. That's a jam
Good
toast.
Why
job.
you look so aggressive, man?
Because it's,
Why you all throwing down the video, bro?
that was before I decided to cut the
I was literally grabbing for dear life. Freaking let me in.
That's a fake ass chain I got from Temu.
Yo, you should have used the elementary.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah. What I also like about the video is all the colors too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, colors look so good.
That's the fun of
Sometimes
the
things
theater, huh?
things are just genuine, you know, because it wasn't planned that everybody have like a
Oh
different.
yeah, me and you pull up in like the same pants.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
God,
Yeah.
you shop at Temu too?
Of course, man.
Make sure you do that with credit card because they gonna see it.
Oh shit!
It's like,
Yo, rewind that.
Yeah.
That was tough.
That was tough, bro.
Hey,
Look at this shit.
hey.
what's up?
That's my guy, bro. That's my guy. Weak.
Yeah, man, shout out to
Weak
Weak
is-
Goodest.
He's fucking dope, bro. His whole aesthetic is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, now cheers.
Ah,
Yeah.
me, son.
Yeah, you know when when you pulled up, remember he was like, yo, like Shoji asked us, like, yo, what's the vibe? Like, what are we doing? You know, we're like, yo, we're just wilding out, you know. I think this guy was like uncomfortable at the beginning.
Yeah.
Now,
Then
Let's
he
catch
got
him
it
now,
at some
hun.
point.
Yeah.
Right now, son.
Oh damn.
That's dirty. Okay.
Oh my God. She got big dreams.
Yeah, I like the Bangkok.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, you look sick.
Not Pixar, bro.
Dude, too hard. Don't know why we said all the cameras.
Hey.
All these dudes around me. Like, this is that. This is that.
Hey.
I'm fucking retarded.
Oh my
Photos?
God, my bad.
What? We didn't do the photo.
Oh.
Nah, that was just like something we started doing at shows.
Okay. Yo, bro, the whole thing is fucking sick, bro.
I remember this.
Yeah, I know the
Yo,
hide again.
It's amazing.
That's crazy. Yo, Malik, you look sick in this video, bro.
Yo.
Baby dress too.
Nah, it was too hard, bro. We look like we're from fucking New York, nigga.
Yeah.
Malik, you killed that shit, bro.
Fucking dope, bro. Ooh, Queen.
That's
I thought I was doing something.
That's
That was actually sick.
Top tier video. Colors
Yeah,
amazing.
no.
Real shot. KOGA, that's the last track from KOGA Love Japan.
Total Love
Yeah,
Japan,
this is the
man.
outro track.
My favorite part is like,
So when we went to go shoot this video, like in every single train station in Japan, they have like this announcer that's like it's the exact same announcer in every like train or whatever. And so the interludes that we have on the album, it's basically us like stepping out of the train onto going to Shinjuku. Well, Shibuya and Shinjuku. This is actually Shinjuku.
Oh shit.
And yeah.
Yeah, man, that's too dope.
Man, this tape is.
I don't know. What's your favorite?
George, you look
What's your
sick.
favorite video from
Yeah, this is
from the
fun.
videos?
My
of the
favorite video. Fuck.
Drive slow.
Yo, play Drive Slow. I want
I
to.
want to see Drive Slow too.
My
Yo, what's
favorite
good, dog,
video-
guys?
My favorite video might be fucking Osaka, bro.
Osaka?
I think that video is insane.
No, Osaka's amazing.
I think that video is fucking.
Yo, you're the ad.
I don't fucking know, man.
I just think it's the best. Like that's why I
Let me
probably
see,
even
let me
not
see,
seen
let me
it.
I know, I probably why.
You know.
What is
And that's not
that?
because of me. Like legit, just I just like why wait video.
Why wait is an excellent video.
I recorded my
Bro, why wait, bro? You shot some videos that yet.
so it's not mixed.
Oh wow! Look at that, see?
Stop
When
yelling.
I freaking forgot.
Hey,
it
no,
was,
you said you forgot that we shot in Japan. I said we shot so many videos that I forget the video. I didn't say that. I didn't know we
a
shot
boo.
video.
So
Yeah,
we filmed
nigga.
Stop
Clan.
fucking around, yeah?
Nah,
We
stop
filmed
fucking around
Clan.
with me, boy.
We filmed in order was Clan,
We did
then
these.
Lullabies.
Yeah.
East.
Not East was like toward the end.
Oh, you're talking about in order.
Yeah, in order of like what we filmed it.
Yeah,
So we filmed
Clan.
Lullabies after.
We spelled drill shop.
Then we filmed Drill Shop. Then we left. We went to Osaka. We only filmed Osaka in Osaka.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then in Fukuoka.
No.
Yes.
We filmed. No, that was back in Japan. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We started filming while waiting in Fukuoka.
Yeah.
And
So
drill shop.
after Osaka, in Fukuoka we did Drive Slow and like half of Why Wait. And then the rest of Why Wait was back in Tokyo. And then we filmed
completely forgot.
East.
These.
And I think that was it, yeah.
I have so many clips I need to send. I need to send Rob. In this video. Real sick.
So yeah, you know,
Soccer.
you and the group can make your verses together.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah.
So like this part was like walking distance. Like this part was like walking distance from
Yeah.
our
I actually
Airbnb.
freestyled it.
That's
You
it.
know, it's actually hard.
I have to check
That's hard.
the lyrics because I missed some stuff. Sure.
Yeah, seen that stuff.
Yo, that was like right next to the Airbnb.
Yeah, the one
Literally
with
just
the train. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this whole like video shoot was like near the Airbnb.
Yeah, just like this part that's like it's like kind of river area.
Dotonbori, yeah, that's like right next to it's like one train station away.
Yeah. Yeah, all of this is like like walking distance from the Airbnb where the Osaka incident occurred.
Yeah. Are we gonna talk about that?
I'm gonna actually explain the Osaka incident.
No, we can't explain it.
It's long.
No, I'll
We can't-
explain it.
No, we can't explain it, bro.
Why not?
Because man, let people get bits and pieces, like, you know, over the course.
Yeah, let people decipher it.
Yeah, let people decipher it, you know, as the
No,
video comes
because
out.
because the thing is that it's going like we've already like talked about it a little bit in like little bits, right? Without giving
Bro,
context.
people
But
don't-
this will be the
people
only
don't
place.
have- people
But
don't have that.
yeah, but this will be the only place that we speak of it, and then we just don't mention it again.
Okay, sure.
So they have to, and I won't even clip it. So they'll have to go through the whole stream
To
like,
find
it?
yeah, to
Okay,
find us
fair
talking
enough,
about
fair
it,
enough, fair
right? So we're gonna talk about. Hold on. We're gonna talk about the Osaka incident. All right. So it was one night. The day we were gonna leave Osaka, right? Like
No.
the night before.
Night
No.
before.
The night
Was
before
it
we
the
left
night
Osaka.
before?
That was the
Yeah.
night before.
Yeah.
Oh
2
my
nights in
god,
Osaka.
that makes shit even worse.
Yeah, right. So we just came back from like filming some stuff or whatever, and I'm gonna talk about it from my perspective, all right? Because I am like half of the reason why the Osaka incident even occurred, right?
Some Japanese dude pulled up on us.
And so we came back from shooting, right? And we were in Japan for like 2 weeks, right? And I wanted to go to like a laundromat to wash my clothes. No, 2
3
weeks.
weeks.
We were there for 2 weeks.
We were there for 3 weeks.
We were there for 2 weeks.
Why are you
We
trying
were
to
there
gas
for
like?
3
What
weeks.
What are you talking about?
We were there for 3 weeks.
are you talking about?
We were there
We were for
Okay,
2
maybe
weeks.
she was there for 3 weeks.
I don't know about you, but I was there for
Were we
2
not
weeks.
in Japan for 3 weeks?
No.
2 weeks.
Shit!
We were just
You
doing a whole
speak.
fucking lot.
Must have been a lot.
But anyways, we were there for 2 weeks, right?
I swear it was 3 weeks.
And I wanted to wash my clothes at a laundromat, right? Like halfway through the trip, right? And I wanted to do it like before we got to Osaka, but we didn't have time, right? So I was like, we're about to go to Fukuoka like the next day. We like, you know, barely have time because like we're just filming all day, right? So yo, I'm gonna go to a laundromat like right now. There was one like just like around the block, and the laundromat's over there is like, you know, it's the same machine, wash and dry in an hour. It's like ready, right? But the thing is like I put it at like it was like already midnight. You know what I'm saying? And so I went over there, put my clothes in. I come back to the Airbnb, and like people are already starting to fall asleep. How many people were like at the Airbnb at that time?
Everyone was there.
But it's like 8, 9.
Bro, there was like 10 people there.
Yeah, it was like
not
10
only
people.
Were we all there? But
Yeah.
Like,
We also had friends that like came with us to Japan. You know what I mean? And so yeah, we were like 10 people in the Airbnb, right? It was a tall Airbnb. Like the thing is like what we had
3 floors.
was it was a Airbnb that had like 3 floors
It was 3
of like
flats,
of
right?
rooms.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like a bunch of different rooms, but it all was like vertical, you know what I'm saying? And so I put my clothes down, right? And I was in the living room. I remember I was in the living room with like Greenbeard. And I think maybe Caesar too, right? And we're just talking, whatever. And then like eventually, like I had a timer on, but I remember like I fell asleep, right? Because bro, I'm like filming all day. It's fucking like 1 in the morning. You know what I mean? So I ended up falling asleep, right? But then I wake up, and I forget who it was, but like somebody heard somebody screaming outside.
The two
right?
culprits of the whole shit.
Right?
First. The two fucking.
We need to
dumb-
go-
Well, hold on. Let me, because I'm gonna say it from my perspective, right?
Okay.
So I don't remember who exactly it was, but somebody like said that like somebody told me like, oh yo, like you heard some outside, and I was like, no, like what the fuck are you talking about, right? But like apparently there was somebody screaming, right? And I think afterwards, like I kind of heard it, right? I heard some Japanese dude like saying something in Japanese and fucking like yelling, right? And then I realized at that moment, oh shit, like my clothes are in the laundromat. So then I just left. Like I went outside and I went to go get my clothes. And as I was going to get my clothes, right, I kept hearing the dude scream, right? But I'm in the laundromat, right? I look out into the street and I see this old couple, you know, walking, you know, with like their groceries like in a bag. I see this one dude riding his bike, you know. It's the middle of the night and there's a dude like screaming. I don't know where he is, but it's like kind of far away, but it's like, you know, somewhere in the neighborhood, and everybody's acting normal. So I'm like, okay, I see this. It shouldn't be an issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
I try and get my clothes, but then I realize like, oh man, I don't have like a basket or anything, right? And so what I did was like I just like tried to take everything with my hands like this, right? So I go like this and I'm walking back to the Airbnb, right? And then I realized like, yo, these guys locked the door. So I'm like, fuck, like I gotta put these clothes down and like try to find the key or whatever, because they had like one of those locks, you know what I mean, that has like an extra key in there, right?
Yeah.
Then I get a text. From Rob who says, "Where are you?" And then I text him. I'm like, "I'm outside. Open the door." Right? Then he doesn't open the door. It's a mutual friend that like was who shall not be named, but was part of like the people that like came in the thing, right? And he came out in a wife beater and a fire extinguisher
And his tidy whities.
and he opened the door and he was like, "Yo, get it!" And he fucking takes me like this from the shirt and he fucking pulls me in and he's like, "Yo, man, you gotta tell people when you fucking leave the house." You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then everybody's like, I'm not gonna say everything else that was going on because I'm just saying my perspective right now. But I came in, right, and another mutual friend was like, "Yo, did you hear like somebody like screaming out?" And everybody was like so distraught and like fucking they were going crazy. And the Japanese dude that was yelling was like still kind of outside, like you could still hear him outside, right? So then after the fact, what essentially had happened, or what was explained to me, was that because I had left the room and like the dude was the Japanese dude was like yelling outside, they assumed that the Japanese dude came in the house and that the sound of the door opening and closing.
Who's they?
The
one guy.
the two donkeys.
Oh yeah, the other guy was shitting himself.
Yeah,
The
or
main-
at least
there's
the
one
dude that
main culprit, I'm gonna tell you that.
the dude that pulled me into the room, he assumed that when he heard the door open and close, that it wasn't me just going to get my laundry. It was some crazy Japanese dude that like came into the house and was there to terrorize the foreigners or whatever.
Bro, the fucking
Right?
assumptions that were made that he had a fucking katana and all that shit, like he
was out of
created
this
all
world.
these fucking stories in his mind. It was unbelievable. Yeah.
And so essentially it was a whole lot of nothing, but everybody's sleep was disturbed. Everybody's like whole fucking evening was like, because there's like side stories, like, you know, in all of this or whatever, you know. There's like side stories to like where everybody was.
Yeah.
This dude was like, one of our mutual friends was like frozen, like he was like couldn't move, right?
It's because of the way the guy was yelling. He was yelling as if he was ready to kill somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
From my perspective, right? From my perspective, I am lying in bed, and like as if we don't hear this every fucking day here in Ottawa. Some dude screaming outside. I'm sleeping. I just hear, "Why?" You know. I'm like, okay, like whatever. I go back to sleep. I'm sleeping. You know, everything's normal. Whatever, whatever. And then I get woken up again by said person in his fucking tidy whities, the fire extinguisher, fucking sweating, you know, sweating bullets.
Let's call him Carl.
Let's call him
No,
Carl.
you gotta describe how he is. He's a massive,
yeah.
dope-ass nigga.
Carl?
Yeah.
Carl is a
motherfucker.
Yeah, this is the thing. Carl is a
You
fit
didn't have
dude,
fire
right?
extinguisher. I told him to get an app.
Carl is a fit dude.
Nigga came through like.
Yeah. Well, no. Do that again. Come to the and show them what the fuck he was doing.
He was like.
Right. And like he pulls up to us like, cause me and Abu were sleeping in the same room, right? Like our beds are like super close to each other, right? That's not even a pause. We're in different beds, retard.
You don't do that shit, bro.
and then like he does that, right? And like I grab him and I'm like, you know, caressing his shoulder. I'm like, yo, it's gonna be okay. Because I think he's having like an episode, you know, like I think like like
he's having a panic attack.
Yeah, like I think he's like fucked up or something, like, you know, something like bad is happening to him, like personally, you know. And so like I'm trying to calm him down, right? And then like he starts explaining me the story or whatever, right? And like, you know, like I don't buy it or whatever. And then like, you know, he keeps going with the story or whatever. And then like he hits me with like, yo, where's the bell? I'm like, shit, I don't know. And like I don't really give a fuck, right? And then he's like, yo, no, like, you know, like, you know, he's like, yo, where's the bell? Like, you know, like he might be outside. They're gonna kill him, whatever, right?
So this guy's not freaking out.
Now keep in mind, while he's thinking this, while Carl is like making this whole assumption, I've been like my head has been chopped off by a crazy dude with a katana. I'm literally in the laundromat, like I'm like and looking, and I'm like, how am I gonna bring all of this with just my hands? Like it's gonna fall and like, fuck, man. Like that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking in my head. All right, keep going.
So yeah, that's about when I probably text you, where are you? And then like, you know.
No, when you texted me, or I don't know when you texted me, because like when I saw it was when I was at the front door.
Yeah, well, I probably texted you at some point.
Yeah, like a little bit before that or something.
Yeah, where are you? And I was gonna go open the door to go and get you, and then Carl didn't really think that was a good idea, right? And keep in mind, as we explained earlier, this is the biggest motherfucker of all of us, right? And like, you know, like dead ass, this guy should be a fucking bodybuilder or some shit. Like, you know, like bro, like that. I don't have a better way to explain it, bro. Like the dude's fucking huge.
Too strong to be a pussy. That's
fucking strong to be a pussy, right? So
all that muscle, man.
All muscle, bro. All muscle.
I think all that muscle in his fucking brain, nigga.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go open the door, and this guy, I kid you not, he grabs my arm. I don't think anyone, not even my own father, has grabbed my arm that hard in my fucking life, bro. Like, he grabbed my arm. He grabbed my arm to the point where like even if I wanted to get out of his grip, like it wouldn't be possible. You know? It was like,
he's taking your arm with you.
Yo, it was a death grip on my arm, and he's like, "No, you're not going." Like, and I was like, "Okay, well, like fuck off. Like I'm gonna go." You know what I'm saying? Let go of my fucking arm. You know, and eventually he acquiesces, right? He goes to the door, probably shitting himself, and he opens the door and like, you're fine.
Yeah.
You know? It's
Okay.
like, oh, it was mass hysteria basically.
Yeah.
The whole reason why the damn door was locked was because of me. Let me just say that. Okay. The only reason why.
Yeah. Why did you lock the doors?
Okay, because everyone was freaking out.
Yeah.
One, I was sleeping. I was dead sleep. I didn't give a fuck about what was going on. All of a sudden, I hear this huge. Boom, the whole room shakes. Everything. I'm like, what the fuck?
And I swear it was fucking Carl. It was like.
No, it was this nigga.
Oh yeah, true.
It was freaking George. George was yacked off the Heineken, bro.
Yacked off the
He was yacked. This guy
was
fell.
in the Henny, bro.
Oh my god. Look at him. Acting like he doesn't know what we're talking about.
Right, the whole day.
Yo, he was drunk.
And basically, That was like
Our
a.
group is so fucking
I was
stupid, bro.
drunk as fuck.
What happened
Like-
that night was like
Hold
one
on.
person's imagination and hysteria. Spreading.
Yeah, spread like
but-
wildfire.
It's like-
though.
But
like-
anyway,
Hold on.
so this guy falls into the wall, and I feel like that caused everyone to feel like
Oh, something happened.
something happened,
Yeah.
you know? So eventually, whatever, he goes to sleep, and here comes, what are we calling him? Carl?
Carl.
Carl's freaking out. He's like, yo, there's someone outside. Make sure you stay in the room. And I'm hearing the yelling. The yelling actually sounds like whoever is outside is coming inside
Yeah.
to literally body someone, you
Yeah.
know? So in my room, there's like a balcony. So I go off on the balcony. I'm looking. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's actually crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Here comes Carl. Carl's mad as shit. Get in the fucking room. Why are you on the back? Get out of there, you know?
He might see.
So I'm like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
if someone's crazy outside, you know, like,
Yeah,
what the fuck do we do? You lock the motherfucking doors.
Yeah.
So I ran downstairs. I locked all the doors, thinking that everyone was in the house.
Yeah.
To my surprise,
I was not in the house.
exactly. But
Yo.
that's where I played part.
Yo, I saw like the like, everyone heard the loud bang. They're like, oh shit, he's in the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw you. I was like, yo, you need help? And you're like, nah, he's good.
Well, he
This
was.
guy-
What the fuck?
This guy came out because it was like a little hallway, right? And then
Yeah.
the bathroom was to the right of you because you guys were coming towards me. I just see him boom into one wall, boom into another wall, boom into another wall, boom into the bathroom. You know? Like he
Oh
did
my
like pinball on the fucking walls.
I'm just trying to back to the Bell's perspective, bro. This nigga left the house. It was all quiet. I was
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
actually got. I don't even know, George.
bro. He
How
left
are you
for
not telling me
3
how you
minutes.
left? How you left and you traveled Japan all by yourself and
Yeah.
came back in one night?
Yeah, I was fucked. man.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No, but that's the thing. Yo,
I was
Just
Yeah.
to add to the craziness.
Bro,
Tony-
Bell left for 3 minutes and the house was like.
It was on fire.
yeah, I
It was
left.
on fire.
I left for 3. Yeah, bro, I left for like.
Yo,
I didn't leave for that long. Like that was the thing. I didn't even leave for that long.
like
and
15 minutes.
Yeah,
right?
and less than 15 minutes, because I went out of the house with the intention of coming back quickly, right?
Man.
So I came out, I closed the door, I like go to the laundromat, and like I'm like, oh shit, luckily it's open, you know what I mean? Still, right?
Let's go for a nice stroll, bro.
And I'm fucking
Yeah.
I'm fucking like this, and I'm like
The contract was like.
the
Yeah,
fucking
he's like,
Yeah.
whistling.
no, but I'm like this, right? And like a fucking sock falls, so I'm like, fuck, you know?
I'm screaming.
And I'm like, fuck, man, like there wasn't a fucking like there wasn't a basket or anything, you know what I mean? Like I gotta fucking do
What a
this.
freaking
Then
mess.
the door is unlocked, and the door's locked,
Nice.
and I'm even more cheese because I'm like, fuck, now I gotta put this on the floor. You know what I mean?
I just fucking watched this.
Yeah. Now I gotta put this on the floor.
That's crazy.
While like people are like,
Inside the house.
Inside, everyone was
Yeah.
losing their minds.
It's like a
They were running the way they were running up the down the fucking
Yeah.
steps.
fear is like
I
a
closed
virus.
my door. I said, y'all figure this shit
Fear is
out.
like a virus. Fear, Carl. Fear is a virus. And that shit like
What do you wear?
starts spreading.
yeah, exactly. No,
Because one person had it, and it's actually it's 2 pussies that had the virus.
yeah,
Because what happened is one of them.
it was fight or flight.
One of them was
No.
standing at the window, and they were like, "Yo, this dude is screaming, man. What
Yeah,
the fuck?"
yeah.
When this
And
nigga
He
fell,
was encouraging
Also-
the other
because
one.
Carl kept telling the other pussy,
Yeah.
"Yo, don't look out the window. He might
Yeah,
see
yeah.
you." So he kept pulling him. When this nigga falls, they heard that sound while they weren't
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
out the window. And they look back, and the dude was gone for a bit. They're like, "Yo,
They lost their fucking
came
mind.
in the house." And she locked the door at the same time.
But
So-
ironically, the guy just moved. Like he was yelling in front of our place, and he just like
So,
moved
so
to
the
another
coincidence,
spot.
the coincidence of events.
Yeah,
It was just too
the cops
much.
told him to kick rocks.
So the
Yeah.
so the fear of like Carl,
Oh, that's another story.
Carl, that guy started spreading
Oh,
now. So then when
God.
Carl went upstairs, he tried to pass it to us. So because he's rational and I'm rational, I'm like, yo, let's just go and check, nigga.
Yeah,
Like if the guy, there's like 6, 7 of us. There's no way this dude. So
Yeah.
then that's when Carl was like, yo, man, what if they have a katana? What if, what if they have this? So I'm like, yo, grab that fire extinguisher right there. And nigga like, yo, let's go get this guy. So we start going down the stairs now.
yeah.
First we go down, we don't see nobody. We go back up, like, what the fuck, yo? And I just woke up from a sleep. I think he was sleeping, so we don't actually know what. I don't actually know what might have happened.
Yeah.
I'm just hearing from him. As I'm going down, I see the one of the pussies that
Second pussy.
Chris,
Let's call him Chris.
that Chris is frozen.
Chris and Carl.
Chris frozen in the door. It's not moving. So me and this guy, we're going up and down looking for you. And then we found out that you're missing. So I'm like, whoa, okay, that's what made me actually kind of have a little bit of fear.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, where the fuck did this nigga go? He was
Yeah.
sleeping on his couch.
Yeah.
But where did he go? Obviously, you were out fucking doing your laundry.
No, I was just doing laundry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you have to understand, we have no context.
No
We
context.
have these two motherfuckers that are actually like
Petrified.
Yeah.
You know in Harry
They
Potter,
were scared.
whatever that petrified thing.
Yeah.
Niggas were petrified, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like one of them couldn't fucking move. The other guy's in his fucking underwear and sweating bullets and
Yeah.
shit. And like, you know, I don't know how he came up with what he came up with, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like we come out of like a slumber, you know what I'm saying? We're sleeping. Right? We wake up to like, yo, you gotta get up right now. Someone's in the house. Like, you know, we're like, yo,
Yeah, yeah.
chill, like you'll be okay. you know?
Crazy, man.
Yeah. Tony said, "What did the dude yelling look like?" Yo, that's the thing. We never saw this guy.
Well, like no, those two pussies did.
They saw
did,
Chris and
yeah.
Carl saw the guy, and did they see a katana? Probably fucking not.
No, the guy was
Not.
just drunk.
Yeah.
Some drunk dude, like, yo, you see that every day here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to tell me you don't see every day in fucking Ottawa some dudes fucking yelling
some dude-
outside?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I remember there used to be this dude like back in 2020, like over here that would yell like every month.
Yeah.
No, like
Bro,
once a week.
Shut up, dude.
You just
Like,
yell shit in French.
Look at the window, yo. Shut up.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. Solves the
Yeah.
problem.
Baka. That's all we should have done. But yeah, that was the Osaka incident, and let me tell you, the aftermath was like multiple arguments on Discord about
That's
who was
bad
more
days.
about who was more pussy,
Yeah.
basically. And like my favorite argument was from Chris, where Chris basically explained that Chris was like, so from our perspective, Chris was like frozen in time, right? Yeah, absolutely, like, you know, it was like when it's like when an anime character is like so like shocked about someone's power that like they can't move.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
Yeah.
that's like what he was like, right? That's what I've heard, right? So his explanation for that was actually he was listening for the intruder. He was listening for the intruder to see where they
Makes
were in
sense
the
why he
house.
said-
The thing is,
Yeah.
the thing is, we ran past him multiple times, and he was so frozen that I didn't even realize it was him until like after. I'm like, whoa, this dude was right there.
No, I noticed him, but we're going up and down the stairs. I'm like, yo, this guy hasn't moved.
Yeah, move, but he was frozen like in the door. And nigga's face, it's not like his face was like that. His face like. Dude was just like, you know, the hand like a deer caught in the headlight.
Yeah. He's just like looking. Oh my god.
Fright or flight, he chose fright, nigga.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
You know that's fight or flight, he chose fright. Like he didn't.
Yeah.
The nigga was like,
Fuck them both.
No, it's fight, flight, or freeze.
Oh, he
And he
froze,
fucking
nigga.
froze.
Froze the
Yeah,
fuck
man,
up.
he fucking froze. That was like insane. Just hearing about that after the fact, and that was like when we were about to leave as well. You know what I mean? It was hilarious.
Didn't we ease?
And we were already having trouble about like noise complaints and shit in
Oh, man.
the
No.
Airbnbs.
We were not there.
No, not there, but
Not
the
there,
last one.
but like, you know, like
Oh yeah.
it wasn't, you know, it wasn't it wasn't a great start in the first one.
Well,
Yeah.
shit. By the end of it, we got the cops calling
Yeah.
us, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the last one we ended up getting the cops calling us. But we weren't even being that
We
loud, I
weren't.
feel. But we were being like North American loud.
Yeah.
We were being North American regular volume.
Yeah.
But the
Literally.
thing is, it was at midnight. You know what I mean?
And on the balcony.
Yeah, it was on the
You
balcony.
guys were wilding out. I can't lie.
Yeah. But like literally, I saw the person above us, like the tenants above us, look over
Yeah, they
their
were
balcony
peeking,
like
bro.
once. I saw him once. 20 minutes later, the cops knocked on the door.
No, yo, like he was pissed, right? So he was like throwing a tantrum.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was
I
like,
think I remember you saying that actually.
yeah, he was like
I
pissed.
didn't
He was
see
like banging on his door, you know.
Oh,
it was
okay,
like
yeah.
he was like pissed, you know. So he was
Yeah.
like doing like tantrum shit, right?
Oh, okay.
And then eventually he just peeks over,
And
and then
Yeah,
and then
there's
a
six
few
of
minutes
them.
later,
There's 6 of them.
and
Yeah.
I like jokingly said, yo, does anyone speak Japanese? Because like I heard the knock, I'm like, oh, obviously it's this guy, like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he just peeked. No, it was Blue.
Long behold,
Yeah.
it was a damn fool.
Yeah. Luckily though, at that point we did have somebody that spoke Japanese.
Yeah, thank God.
You know.
Yeah,
That spoke Japanese actually well, because that was the thing as well. Like for Chris, because
a little
Chris,
too well.
Chris during the Osaka incident, like Chris speaks like a little, like understands a little bit of Japanese, right? Which is funny because the thing that he was yelling, like the dude that was yelling outside, I don't know what he was saying, but he was like cursing somebody out or something.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So that induced more fear, you know,
Mhm.
for them.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was the Osaka incident.
but
legendary.
It teaches you a lot about the people around you. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, it did.
who not to look at in a situation where things are uncertain.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, who not to look to in a fucking crisis.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, it was a manufactured crisis, but you know.
Yeah. But yeah,
All
I
right,
think
next video.
we'll also show Drive Slow. Drive slow. That's my cover. Yo, when are you dropping this video, Caesar?
Tomorrow.
Update the audio first on it, nigga.
Well, you gotta give me the audio, buddy.
Buddy,
I sent you the freaking folder with all the mix masters, man.
Oh, really?
Damn.
Oh my god.
Crazy, bro.
Call liking.
Crazy. Yoharis, man.
It's my favorite
Oh, give me
artist,
that, the one here.
Coco Blasian. She's just, you know, great.
And to think it all started over laundry. Yeah, man. It all started just because I wanted to do some fucking
Is
laundry.
this like caught up? Or
Yeah, it is.
far?
And yo, this actually is like
You're gonna watch your video?
Caesar's first time
Give us
driving.
commentary.
In Japan?
In Japan,
Thank God I was
yeah.
not in that car.
It wasn't this car.
I said thank God I was not in
Oh,
that
oh
car.
yeah. Nah, it was amazing.
Oh yeah.
It was actually amazing.
Yeah.
Actually driving from
Yeah, look at
one of
this
the
guy.
homies was insane.
This guy was locked. This guy was locked
Laser
in.
focused.
Laser.
You gotta
focused.
understand, this is my first time driving in a fucking
On the
left
other side of the road.
Yeah, true.
So like the most fucked up thing is like the awareness thing, like spatial awareness. You know, everything's like on a different spot. So you don't realize how much that matters until you're in that car. You're like, what the fuck? So
Yeah,
like,
we'll
one
put
of
up the
things I
audio,
did-
Tony.
One thing I did was hit the freaking side of the sidewalk,
Yeah.
and then I thought I scratched the car because we just rented it, and I'm like, fuck, no way.
Yeah. It was a rented
And then
car.
you guys came out the car when I parked it. You guys came out the car, and I just saw this guy look at the car. He looks.
Because there was like a
Looks
bump or
slow,
some
looks
shit
at
on
me.
it.
Then he calls over this asshole. They both
Yeah.
look. They're both looking. Look at me. And I'm like,
Because yo,
you
what's what happened,
know
right?
what he didn't mean when he's looking at that guy on stage?
Yeah.
I was literally like, I'm looking at them, looking at this.
That's so funny.
Because what happened was he was driving, right? And this is the first time he's driving, like, you know, on the other side of the road in Japan, right? And it's a rented car, right? And then at a certain point, he hits like a curb or something, right? And so I go around.
He didn't really
'cause
hit the car though.
It bumped like a road.
Because like there was like at the edge of like a speed bump or something.
Speed bump,
Yeah. But it just made the car jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when we left the car, that was the first thing I was thinking of, right? So I got out of the car, and he's still in there. And so I turned the corner, and I see like on the side in which we felt like the bump was like. It wasn't like a.
It was like a graze.
dent. It wasn't a dent. Yeah, it was like a graze. So I'm looking at it, and I look at him.
And
And
I'm looking at him.
he looks back at me, and I look at him, like, and that's what I thought. But I genuinely thought that that's what it was. Like, I thought, like, oh shit,
You know, fucked up the car.
Yeah,
So then I bring Roberto into it, and I'm like, yo, like, look at this, right?
Someone look at me.
Like, and yeah, like, I mean, obviously, like, you know, it was nothing.
No, it wasn't. But it was like, of course, because you gotta understand too. Like the whole time, you know, like we're telling Coco, yo, meet us at like where we're gonna right outside where we rent the car, and we're gonna drive you. And like she's like, at first she's like chilling, you know, she's talking to us, whatever. We get in the car. She realized that my first time driving there, bro. She's completely starts like panicking.
Yeah,
Right? She's already, like she shook, like, oh my god. And I'm like fucking running red lights by accident and shit. Right, like when we hit the intersection, it's like
She was really singing "Drive Slow" for real.
Oh, well, literally. So
Jesus.
and we had one of my boys,
We're so cool.
one of my boys like backseat driving too,
The
right?
corners
Yeah, he's like backseat driving. So like, this is a lot. I'm like, bro, like, yo, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
So we finally like, and I'm driving pretty slow, and then when that thing happens, it even adds to the fucking angst, you know?
Yeah.
Then you tell me that it's scratched. But then Rob told me, man, who gives a fuck, bro? It's not even, it wasn't you, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
So the whole time I'm like thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know, but it was one of my favorite experiences too, bro, because it was just one of those things you can you know, like how many people can say they drove in Japan, but also just the how it happened was dope.
Yeah, yeah.
Like all of us together and then shooting a video with it, and it was sick.
Yeah, no, that video was fun to make, man. It was fun to make because, like, you know, all we had to do was like, all I had to do was fucking just like witness the shit. You know,
Yeah.
along with you guys. So I was like chilling, you know, I was like, you know, part along for the ride. You know what I'm saying? It was good vibes for me, man. I had a ton of fun in Fukuoka doing this.
Yeah, the jewelry looks amazing, man.
Yeah, man. When I look at these videos, I'm like, man, my hair just looks sick, bro. And like, you know.
Yeah, shout out to Coco Blazing, man.
Shout out to Coco.
Nice. Yeah, shout out to the duo as well, man.
That's the rapping assassination. Do you want me to change the drum line?
Well, I don't know what I'll do with it yet, but I was envisioning myself rapping on it. I don't know what I'll do on it, but it's good.
Okay. I'll make it next time.
Nah, what you need to send me still is the one that I asked you for Calamity, like my tape. It's the one that you're supposed to send to start, like over.
Oh, the one, like the one
3 months
blue?
before. Yeah. I need to hear that because that's something I'm actually gonna rap about.
And yeah, like the video is actually really simple, but it's actually so dope because all we did was walk down this one part. You know?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. This one?
And then like
It was great, you know, it's genuine.
yeah, it was genuine. And yeah, a lot of things we did for these videos was like a lot of like directing. It's either Rob or me, like if one of us on camera, like Abel's filming, and then one of us like past the speaker, and we're like running behind, and we're like, you know, just doing a bunch of like behind the scenes like work, you know, that's pretty dope too. Though.
Yeah. This is also like staged. This like argument.
Oh
thing.
yeah, the argument.
Yo, look at your face. In this
This bitch.
yeah. He's like,
Here
man.
she go again.
Yeah. She's like, yo, I can't fucking believe you. And he's like, yo.
What are you being for a second time to get your
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this one. This is insane.
What's kind of cool was like, you know, a lot of the concepts we had before going to Japan, like, you know, I remember sending it to you. I'm surprised that it turned out so close to the idea. You know what I'm saying? Because we had like short amount of time to talk and everything. I don't know. Because you know, we didn't talk about like us trying to rent the car. Like, what a sports car. We couldn't find one.
That's not back in.
Well, we just made do with what we could. You know?
Exactly. And I think that was the best part about the trip was like a lot of improv stuff that happened that worked out so well.
Yeah. But I I remember for me, like I was just like, because I didn't do any research prior, I was under the impression that Fukuoka was a lot more rural.
Yeah. Yeah, you thought it was gonna be like a lot more like I guess
like country road type.
But we
shit,
did stay in a very like
City center.
city center, but like where we were staying is also like, you know,
Oh, yeah,
real.
we were on the
Yeah,
outskirts
yeah.
of the city, but like
Yeah.
this was the city center. Yeah?
This was city center, yeah.
No, exactly. Because it's not free food. This one.
I remember when I before we landed or like right before we landed, I told Coco like, yo, can you like tell me a place where we can rent cars? And bro, this girl sent me a link to like vintage like insane type of cars. I'm like, man, this I won't be able to rent this so fast. Like I don't know if they'll let me rent that car.
Yeah.
Then we went down to like right where Airbnb was. There's a bunch of car rental places, coincidentally.
Yeah.
Not planned.
That kind of
How
saved
much
us.
does that rental end up costing you?
Not much. I remember going to rent a car, and then my boy.
Oh, but I just need to see the rare GP encounters in these videos.
But he did it?
He's right. Oh shit! You
Oh my
almost
freaking
miss him.
gosh.
You almost.
Very nice.
I can't even. I can't.
You're like a freaking Pokemon.
This
This nigga just popping out. You're gonna see him in the back.
photo bombing people.
Yeah. I saw him. He's in the back watching.
Yeah, you see him.
Yeah.
Right. They.
No, it's video
How
bombing.
the fuck do you niggas even know that's me?
I know it's you because I had
It's
to cut
the
you out.
shirt.
What the fuck?
I can tell by the shirt.
Y'all niggas is
He's always
weird.
video bombing dudes.
Yo, that's
How the
hilarious.
fuck could I be? Maybe I
Nigga.
turned around. I must have turned around.
I don't know.
Phone when I
But
realized
we went to the Sakura rental car. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
It's called what?
Oh no, they
Sakura
can't even see it.
rental car. And the guy was like,
Nah, it's Sky.
Hold on.
Sky
Yo,
rental.
what is this?
I
no,
remember.
Sakura.
Yo, Rob,
No,
can you
it's
fix
Sky.
No,
I
Sky was
remember.
where we got it from, but Sakura
Yeah.
rental car is the first one where we tried to
It
remember.
said contact cannot be loaded.
Yeah, there you go.
Reset your shit.
If y'all see right here,
Cause see,
this is where
Saga Rent-A-Car was the
GK
one that was
counter
under
is.
us, and Abdul went there and he could speak Japanese.
That's insane.
But I got lost and I went to some random people's house. I went to like a Japanese family's house. And
Yeah,
they were like,
yeah, I
they were
remember.
like, oh, you like, you know, they're so nice to me, blah blah. Then the next day when Abdul came, he went down and spoke Japanese to the guy, and the guy was like, oh, I know this place called Sky Rent a Car. They'll rent you a car. I am letting you rent any of these sports cars.
That's what he said?
Basically, in a nice way, you know. So we end up going downtown Fukuoka to get the car.
Yeah.
Well, keep that in, man. If you would have to have driven from there all the way to here,
I would have crashed.
yeah,
Yeah.
Something would have happened.
that would have been
'Cause-
bad, man. Because this was what, like,
Just far away.
7-minute
Yo,
drive?
Malik, I think I know what happened, bro. I think
From the Sky
Contact
Place?
is still
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it wasn't far.
I think Contact deleted the sounds that I used.
I didn't delete it for shit. You just had to like.
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
it didn't
You
delete
just had
shit.
to like just.
He was looking good in this.
Damn.
He's on his
How do
R&B
you-
shit.
how do
Yeah, I
you
think
do
Queen
it?
hooked me up.
Trying to look all sexy.
But I don't want to.
I remember.
I think Queen hooked me up with that with the jewelry there, man.
I remember.
Yeah, man, that was a dope video.
Yup.
As if George made a cameo in that too. That's insane.
He be making cameras and everything.
Yeah,
We were following that
because when we shoot videos, like, yo, like,
Men's in the way.
yeah, I mean, just
Get the fuck
behind the
out the
camera.
way.
Behind the camera.
But yeah,
Yeah, play while I wait, man.
I don't want to see that bullshittery.
Bruh.
No, I'm playing. It's sick.
For
I
lullabies.
just don't like seeing my face, bro.
Yeah, play.
lullabies.
The tape is dropping when? In
in a couple
oh,
minutes.
shit. No,
15
15. 17.
I mean, I also have some clips.
Pardon?
I have some clips that are like,
Want to get Pulley Rouge?
I don't think it's open.
What the fuck?
I don't even know if I can catch it. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, from the
these
show.
are lost.
Yeah.
These are like lost files.
Can you share this with me? What the fuck?
No, it's probably too big. Just that I feel like people not them and shit. But,
I need some performance ones like these.
this was our show that we did at the end of our trip, basically. Back in Tokyo.
You're
Tokyo
taking
Tower.
that
right
guy. You see
there.
that guy that's behind GP?
Yeah,
That's Deza. He's from Ottawa.
yeah, he is from Ottawa.
Shout out to Deza, man.
You from Ottawa?
We met in Tokyo. We had no idea. Just, he's from Ottawa. Legendary.
I want to hear this shit. Give me this.
Legendary.
Worky
encounter.
worker?
And then after this is when we went to Peter 10.
Yeah.
So our song is based on
No, it wasn't this one. This is when we were back in Sorry, Bieber 10 is named after when we were in Fukuoka. It's the place that Coco worked at. The club that we went to was actually not called Theater 01. Whatever.
What was it called then?
I don't know.
I
I
thought
don't
that's
remember.
I thought that's what it was.
No.
No.
That kind of doesn't make sense, does it?
I know what's going on.
Well, do you remember the name of the damn club?
Did you?
The what? The
Yeah,
theater?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you went.
No.
That makes sense for you. Alright. Nah, I thought it was the club that we moved to Tokyo after.
No, but I think the reason why we named it the reason why I named Theater 101 was this nightclub experience. Theater 101 Market Entertainment. I said Theater 101 Market Entertainment Company.
Yeah.
Private club. The other one was, you know, the
Thank you.
Bro, I can't.
the black one.
Because there's 3 people.
No,
talking.
My bad.
No, I wasn't trying to hear myself at all.
Oh, that's
I
crazy.
can't.
What
I just want about to send me that particular video.
You 100% can.
Yo, I know.
And I
what's
know
going
he
on.
will.
Huh?
Does that happen to you?
I know he will send me that particular video.
I'm gonna send you shit.
No, I probably
Oh,
should.
that's you.
I'll poke
Yeah.
you.
No, I asked you because I was testing the audio and I said, say something.
Did you catch me lacking? Yeah, they caught you lacking.
Caught
They caught you lacking and snacking. Look at that shit.
That's nasty as shit.
That's
So,
crazy.
eating yogurt right now.
Nasty.
Do you know want to tell the story?
Bro, I met a porn star in Japan, bro.
What else?
Bro,
Bro, that's the low.
That's
She
hilarious.
wasn't a porn star. She
She was
was
a
an
fucking
exotic
porn
She was a porn star. She was a
She's a P star. That's what she said, bro. And I'm like,
Oh,
bro,
she was actually a
I
porn
want to
star?
marry you right now.
Yo, you're
What was
actually
it?
Now
jealous.
that's Peter 10.
Oh yeah. What's her favorite friend?
Yo.
The friend?
Yeah, the trapeze girl.
No, she's
Oh,
worked for
I like
that
her.
whole
She was
festival,
nice.
bro. She's
Yeah,
in
bro.
some fishnet.
Oh, she was nice.
She was a performer. No?
She was.
She worked the club.
She was the one who did that air
Yeah, she
thing,
was
no?
Great talent.
Yeah.
She was a great talent.
I went to great
Oh,
talent.
I have a video of Rob climbing this shit like he's fucking
Yo,
Spider-Man.
Malik was on.
He thought he was close.
And you jealous? Yeah, you seen her, you were like,
Is
whoa.
it here?
Oh,
I don't know where
when
he
she was
climbed up
performing,
and shit.
yeah, my jaw dropped, bro.
Yeah. No, that was insane because like we were sitting
Your
right,
jaw dropped.
and
your
like
jaw
we
was
didn't
still
know
up.
that she was gonna sit right beside us, and you're like, yo.
Listen,
No, I didn't.
No, you did.
You were
Don't
before-
cap.
You were like,
That's cap. I didn't go, whoa.
Yeah, you like your jaw dropped.
No, it didn't.
You're like, yo,
Wow.
like you're tapping it. She's like, yo.
Yeah.
And she comes, she sits down.
I
next to
remember.
us.
You were like, yo. You were like, oh,
Yeah,
oh,
you
maybe.
did that.
Damn.
Yo, it's
I thought you snapped.
Yo, you felt
You
love,
snapped.
love at first sight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love.
You
No,
love
love
hard.
hard.
Love
He
hard.
was killing me. He was
Yeah,
like,
I love
yo,
art.
yo,
What the
No,
fuck
that's
is this kind
beautiful.
of surveillance shit? What the fuck is this?
what type of surveillance is this?
It's
Yo,
some
was this
BTS,
for
man.
fucking,
Called B-roll.
shot?
This is on our way to the show.
Yeah, it's on the way to the show. Tony said, asked, what camera did you use? It was a Black
That's
Magic
Tokyo, right?
4K.
4K cinema pocket
Tokyo.
camera.
Oh, that's Tokyo.
Yeah.
That's Tokyo.
That's like near Oda City.
Yeah. What was crazy is we left that show and we ran to the other show to do the do with Coco.
So
After.
this is
Bro, trying to catch
Right
that
here.
train was ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Let's pick everybody out.
so right here. This is Kosuke.
Kosuke,
Shout out to
legend.
him. This is
Gokuzi.
Crafty.
Gokuzi, also known as Gokuzi.
Yeah, yeah.
Kosuke.
We have Zoe right here. We have Week Do This. We have Son Rob. Behind Zoe is Week Do This' manager,
Shoji.
Shoji. Yeah, shout out to all these guys.
I was in the corner running sound check with Malik.
Who's that? Who's that?
Who? Him?
Zoe. Right here?
This is
That's
Zoe.
Zoe.
No, right there.
Him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who the
I
nigga?
think that's one of Zoe's homies.
Yeah. Tony asked, how did you learn to direct so good? Just God-given talent, you know? It's that good.
Mashallah.
Shit, honestly, you might be right.
I just did it and I got it done.
All jokes aside, you went crazy with the.
You did.
the edits on that.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
But you always do a good job, so shit.
Thank you.
Yeah. Then you came back and said some bull.
What
He
is
said,
it?
I ain't doing videos with you,
Oh yeah.
you, and definitely not you.
I said,
And he stuck up the finger and
I
walked
said-
the fuck out.
I
It
said,
was wild.
fuck all of y'all. That's what I said.
I was like, me too. He said, yeah, especially you.
Yeah, it was Rob. Rob was like, yeah. So he said, Cabell's
Yeah, Mel, you're actually rude because you didn't even tell us. It was your brother that told us.
Yeah.
He's like, Cabell's
Crackhead.
done.
Yeah, no, because you guys hit me with like,
You
oh
deserve a
yeah,
poke
you
for
know,
that.
Bell film such and such, and I'm like,
Yo, he's done.
Yo,
That's what I told
treating him like
He's
he was
like, he's not
his
even
manager.
feeling my shit.
Yeah, like he's manager.
Yeah,
You gotta treat him like he was manager, like coming
It's
to
like,
me.
it's like it's over.
yeah.
But that's when you texted me and you were like, yo,
Yeah, like, stop playing
like,
with me.
yeah, like
Stop playing
this is
for
the
real.
video shit, and I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh my
so
God.
Is that real? Like, are you actually retired out there?
Yes.
You're
Nigga, how long has it
Fucking-
been? Bro? I think-
LJ told me to tell
It's-
you
it's
that you
literally-
shouldn't retire.
It's literally been like 2 years.
I'm gonna just tell you so
You
then at
should
least I told
retire
you.
and stay retired.
Wow, I'm retired.
Yeah.
I'm retired.
Listen, I didn't
I'm
tell
not-
you not to
I'm
retire.
doing all
Yeah,
that.
but why?
No, but that's the
That's what I don't
message
understand about
from
this nigga.
to LJ.
Gets
Well,
good at
tell
stuff,
us.
shouldn't retire.
Shit.
I am retired.
Yeah.
I'm not doing no fucking.
I'm not trying to
With
do
the
that.
finger.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Yeah,
no
but
fucking
you don't
videos.
have to be trying to do it. You can still be a man of many talents. Like you.
Yeah,
No, but
But
that's
it's
the thing though. But that's the thing though.
time-consuming,
Let me tell you. I already am.
Yeah, you are until you stop doing it. Then you can't say it's a talent.
It is a talent.
Because you. What do you mean?
It is a talent.
Bro, if someone's like, yo, I know how to do this, and you're like, yo,
You know why?
you're like, show me.
Because this is the thing. My talent is not in my skill. My talent is in my vision.
Your talent is
Yeah.
in your intelligence.
My intelligence stays with me. What are you talking about?
Your intelligence stays with you, but you have to hone your skill with your intelligence.
Yeah, and I use my creative work.
You know what you
How?
are?
How do I use my
Guy has
creativity
like a beast.
on my own shit?
This guy has like a fucking V12 and sitting in a Ferrari, and he's like, yeah, I'm only gonna drive to the
Holy
grocery
shit.
store with this shit. That's you.
That's not the grocery store.
That's you. Yeah.
Because in this scenario that you're creating, the
About
grocery
me
store
typing
is my own career.
Of all
I'm
of
gonna
the
use
things
that
that you're-
creative skill onto my own career. and not for the
of
career of
all the
others. Does
things
that
that
not make sense?
No. If that of all the things that
Anyways,
you're
the
talented
tape
at,
is dropping in less than 10 minutes,
of
y'all.
all the things that you're talented at, let me tell you something. Music is probably the easiest thing that you could do.
He has a
Of
point.
all
Fuck
of your
videos.
skills.
How about that?
Of all of the skills that you have.
I disagree.
Production is harder. It's harder to make a good beat than it is to write a good song. It's harder to record and edit a good video than it is to write a good song.
All that's
Nah, I
cap.
disagree.
No, it's
That's
not.
hella
All
cap.
that's cap.
No, it's not.
That's hella
You're
cap.
naturally good at writing.
I
a good song.
I 100% I disagree. I think that like
You think that writing a good song is harder than
yes,
Yeah.
producing and
You
editing
know how many
a
people
full
are
length
fucking ass, bro?
video for that song?
Yes.
yes,
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
bro.
That's
Like-
crazy.
Why'd you say it like that?
Like you know how many people fucking
you don't know how
writing
many
ass
people
music?
are ass, bro.
Like
Make a lot of ass music, but they can still make good songs. The music is ass,
and
but
sometimes you
music
can
is
make,
it's so
sometimes you
subjective
can make
that
a
you
good
could make
video.
it.
It's all about context, though.
It's all about content. Kanye literally farted on records and niggas were fucking with it. It ain't that hard.
Yeah, but
if
that's
you know
a
how to
name
do it.
thing, though.
If you're an artist, it ain't
Man,
hard.
if you don't enjoy doing something, then
Yeah, that's true. If
then
you
you
don't
don't do
enjoy
it. So
then-
Bell just didn't enjoy that.
No, that's literally it. It's not like a
I
thing
struggle
of
to
like
believe that. You're too good at it to not enjoy it when you do it.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's like that though.
Are you
fucking-
serious?
Yeah, when what do you?
Nigga,
It's like when we
you're
go
the best
to-
example.
Bro,
We go
bro,
writing. You stop
because
writing
that's the
music
thing
and
though,
stuff like that 'cause
is that
you
I
don't
like
enjoy it
because this is the
anymore.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
it's the same thing.
No, but hold
Yeah,
on,
but
hold
it
on.
wasn't the same.
Hold on.
It is
It's
the
because
same.
this is the reason why I quit, right? I quit doing videos because like I wanted to use more of my time and like just like I wanted to focus my mind basically
Okay.
because I didn't want to like
That makes sense.
create like all these like multiple businesses and be like, oh, I'm gonna do the video thing, I'm gonna do the music thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to like focus everything and like just have a tunnel vision onto like my creative project as like an artist, right?
Yeah.
The second thing was I enjoyed videography at a very surface level. I hated everything else that had to do with videography. I
Exactly,
hated
yeah.
dealing with clients.
Mhm.
I hated co-directing with people. I hated editing.
Yeah.
Like I hated fucking like the I was gonna say like the act of directing, but like the act of like I guess like
So you liked it, but
in
you just didn't like, you
being
didn't like the
being in
logistics of it.
preparation of shit.
Mhm.
And also like I also worked a lot on projects that were not creatively fulfilling,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So then from a business perspective, it was
I
like
think that's what it really did it for you. To
I-
be honest.
I hated like accepting things
bro, that's-
for
That's
money.
what it'll do
everything.
for
Yeah.
most people.
Yeah, but
Every-
it's almost
yeah.
everything.
It's like you had to work
It
on stuff
doesn't
that
become
weren't
fun.
that weren't
The
passionate.
fun.
Exactly.
It's not fun anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You're literally
But
working.
that's
And
what I
so
said. It's all
and so
about
it was
content.
easier to get like upfront cash, right?
Mhm.
To like do videos and shit like that because it was a skill that's useful, right? You need somebody to do your video, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
But
Yo, you're
at
so
that
good at
point,
mowing
It's
lawns.
not
Why
making-
don't you just keep mowing the lawn, man?
Yeah.
but that's the thing.
No, but big,
That's
big
the thing.
videos
Oh,
is
sorry.
not mowing lawns. That's an art
No,
form in
but if you
itself.
enjoy it,
Yeah,
it's
but that's the
different.
thing.
If you don't
That
enjoy
I
it,
wanted
it's ass.
to do art in a very
But
specific
if I
way.
was-
You did enjoy it.
But
You
if he was
didn't enjoy
making-
everything
If
about
he was
it.
making fuck ton of money from it, then you could say, oh yeah, like, but that's completely different. It's not like he was
Yeah.
making fuck
Because
ton of money.
also,
from
like,
it.
that's the
making
thing.
videos.
That's
That's-
all.
I told him to pick up the camera.
But listen,
No.
this is the thing. No, but this is the thing about
That's
me
crazy.
doing videos,
No,
right?
it's literally it.
Like he stopped.
It
'cause you
literally
started
was.
playing with
No,
the camera?
no,
No,
I
no.
told him
The
to
reason
pick
why
up
I
the
started
camera,
doing
that's why he
videos-
started doing videos.
The reason why I
Yeah, that's
started
the reason
filming
why a lot of people
videos
start making
was
videos.
because he asked me to do a video for him because I already like was making his cover arts and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's
But
not,
listen
like,
though,
that's
but
not a
listen though, but
crazy
listen though.
story. Most
Hold on,
people
but
start
listen.
like that.
The reason why I was doing videos in the first place was I was using a skill to make money. That was it. It
Yeah.
wasn't
Okay,
creative.
so you
It
never
wasn't
viewed it
like
as
a
art,
passion project.
even though what you
It
were
was
creating
creative work.
was art.
It was creative work, but it was work.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I completely
I guess.
understand.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's
he's
the
we
tapped-
feeling.
just tapped in, bro.
Yeah.
And so I was selling it as a service. You know what I'm saying? For me,
Shout
it
out,
was
we
a
got
service.
us. We got us,
You
man.
know?
It's because he was just he wasn't doing it as a passion thing. That's
Hey.
why it makes sense.
Oh,
Let me tell you
shouts out
something.
to Weak, man.
A lot of
Really
people,
worth it.
right, do things that they're not passionate about,
That's
and they
true.
just
It's
become
like
they're just
NBA
good at
players,
it.
you know, they're good at basketball. They just
Some of them are
play
not
because
passionate
it's
about it,
good.
and Yoharis realized that he's not passionate about it, so he quit. Like that's cool.
You know, it's
Yeah.
smart.
And like you know,
That's smart.
he's
But that's all
multi-talented.
you had to say. It's like, yo, I didn't have a passion for it.
He
But what-
kind of did.
I mean,
I did.
There's no other way to
I
say
mean,
it.
yeah, maybe I was.
You
just
said
being-
I
But you wanted the
retired.
video, so
What does that
that's
mean?
why.
No, it's not because I want a video. It's because I just you're just so good at it. So I it's hard for me to see people that are really good, like marginally good,
Yeah, but that's
not
just
enjoy
talented,
what
so
they do.
he
Because
gets good
there's
at it fast.
yeah, but again, you don't view it as art. To me, I view videos
do it.
of all forms as like
Hold on,
art.
let me
So
see
like
something real quick.
great directors,
What's
I
going on?
imagine that
You just watched the
what
whole
separates them from other people that
You
are just
posted
good at
the whole thing.
something is the
Yeah, what's
the
going on?
actual passion, like the creative passion
What's
that they
going
have
on?
for it.
I think the thing with me was like
Yeah, you
I was
tagged everybody,
mostly
right?
doing it
Yeah,
as like
alright,
a
what's going on?
thing to
Let
make
me
money. I
post
was
it.
selling it as a service.
Like
Yeah.
you
But-
post it?
Let me post it.
Like when you're a creative
Okay.
person,
Yeah.
you will
And
implement
then
when you have the ability to, you will implement your own creative
Yeah.
like spin
Here's
on
the thing,
things,
you
you know?
just told
And
me
it's
that
like
because it's
you
only
have to
3
do
minutes,
that
it's
when
not
it's
gonna be
like
shown to
videography,
new
right?
audiences.
Because it is an art form in and of itself, right?
Yeah.
But
So-
at the end of the day, I was using it
I
as
mean,
a service.
if you
Yeah,
I was
I get
trying to
it.
make
It was
the
like a
forefront
come
of
up
my
at the time,
mind
but
was
you-
like
what
trying to make
happens is
money in
when
order to
whoever
fund the
posts
music.
It
Yeah.
gets shown to a
And
majority
you
of
stop
the
seeing it as
and then everyone
like,
else
or
is
it's
a
not
little
that you
bit.
stop. You just
I felt
you
like
never
the
saw it as
ROI
anything more than a
Wait,
come
wait,
up.
I felt like the
It's good
ROI
show.
was
Alright, say that
Yeah,
one more time.
you know,
So
I was like,
whoever
this is
posts it
actually
is gonna get the,
stopping me
whoever
because then I'm
posts the
also
video,
getting
it's a majority of
I'm
their
getting
audience
opportunities I
that's gonna see the
didn't
video.
want.
Yeah.
And
as well.
because this
I was
video's
getting
over 3
known
minutes,
as
it's
like
not
the
gonna be
video
shown to
guy,
new people.
like fucking
that's not
who
what
was
your
it?
branding
It
is.
was
Better
yeah,
for
it
you
was Zoe
to post it.
in
I think
Japan
so,
that
yeah.
was talking to me about like, oh yeah, Scott, like you know he's got like this person or whatever that works for like you know if you need work in Japan for videography, right? And that shit like made me feel weird, you know, because I was like, hold on, like I'm working for something I don't even want,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, you know.
Sometimes you gotta, yeah, it makes sense.
Well, yeah, like I said, you know, for
And
me,
also, I'm not trying to be like a, like even like with the Moonlight shit and like other like stuff that I'm not trying to be like, oh, I got this business and then I'm building this up and oh, let me switch it and like show you my music. Like fuck that. Like I'm selling my music. I'm like
Yeah, you
pushing
gotta be an
myself as
artist
an
first.
artist and my
Yeah.
creative project, and that's like what I'm selling. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that makes sense.
There's the passion. right there.
Exactly. You know.
But
I'm
going
about
back,
to start.
going back
Yeah, I
to
mean, I think you're always
going back to the songwriting thing, like yeah, songwriting is probably an easier skill than some skills. Why? Because like everybody can write a song, whatever.
2 minutes, y'all.
Yeah, being a
You
good
know, but it's still a
writing-
skill that you have to learn.
Yeah.
But it's like
The
there's a
thing about
lot.
writing a good song is that a lot of it can come down to luck. Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time, and the vibe.
Yeah,
is
but
right.
that's what context though, because like sometimes the best songs are not even fucking complicated or they're
Bro,
super easy to write.
bro, half of the best songs that have ever been
Yo,
dropped.
hold on.
Alright.
Hold on. We have under 1 minute before
For
KOGA
New
Love
Year's.
Japan finally comes out for New Year's. I want to thank
2026, boys.
20
Get ready.
yeah, get it ready for the next fucking year.
Next year started.
If you guys are in Ottawa, you gotta come see us at Ilvacola, 118 Clarence Street for the listening party.
And tell the
Any-
nigga to come over here
Any last words before we all fucking
Any
end
last
this shit?
word? We are the
this
greatest
shit.
fucking group ever.
Yeah, like the whole like everything. We just end it all.
We're gonna fucking kill ourselves?
Yeah. Any last words? You got 20 seconds, dog. Come on.
Love you all. Thank you all for your support, and continue to stream our music.
Man, stream our shit. We trying to get money.
Yeah, we're trying to get. Please share it. Please share it. We're broke. Please, everybody, please go on Spotify in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's right now. KOGA Love Japan. Hold on.
Crazy, bro.
Just a little
Hold
bit.
on. We gotta
Just a little bit.
actually confirm, make sure it's like.
Nigga, when you gonna learn?
Hey!
It's live?
Yeah, it's live.
Bro.
I'm the first stream. That's cat.
Slow down, nigga.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, go back.
Yo, nigga, when you gonna learn? I leave no stone unturned. I make sure it's never your turn. My action is very deliberate, and that's how my profit returns. Impenetrable, firm. I'm not around here to make friends, and that's why they call me Big Worm. You should be very concerned, cause all of you about to get smoked. City gon' burn. Up front, straight to the point, my words are stifling. I'ma prescribe you some Viking and got you in shambles. Pragmatic to the niggas, I'm siphoning.
Mission Bobby, I'm present, I'm here. I might get monsters if I set a shares. Fill out the stadium, patiently waiting like 50 in them, so I throw up a prayer. Hail Mary up, cause we all died one day. I was chosen, no timeline, I throw it away. Crack a body that died, got to carry you away. Don't you push me crazy, I'm cycle today. Yeah, steady on P's and Q's, I'm ready. Nothing to ease into, I'm ready. Watching you.
On there directly. Yeah, bro.
Everyone's on there, right?
Yeah. Looks like it, yeah.
Yoharis, Queen.
And he kept the streams. And he kept
I don't see George's name.
Yeah, but I don't see
Oh no,
Georgia.
it's not about the Spotify.
You don't see what?
Where's
On like Drill Shop or
No, we don't have any. We can't put the names of everybody. Like if it's more than 3 people, we can't put the names.
Oh,
okay.
But that's why we said we defeated.
yeah, because of the
Because
clan.
we got an extra 4th person.
Appears on, nice man. I finally got some features.
Yeah, no, it should appear on all those pages. It appears on.
Yeah, so yo, go. I'm gonna save this. Okay,
Yeah.
save the
Yo,
right
we
now.
blew up, bro. Dang! I'm kidding. That's not real number.
Yo, check this.
Yo, check this. We blew up
Check
already, dog.
this.
On
Yo,
the streams, nigga.
appreciate y'all streaming this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Where is it at?
It's
That's
at
77,000 already, bro.
That's crazy.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, so yeah, KOGA Love Japan.
Shout out.
Don't even lie. Y'all love when I do that shit.
And also, just before
Niggas.
we go, me and Queen have something to announce because we're doing a show June 20th. We're doing a show June 20th. We're doing it at Il Vicolo, 118 Clarence Street.
Again.
June 20th. Don't say that like it's a bad thing.
What do you mean? I'm not saying like a bad thing. Because if I'm saying again, you should have been there the first 12 times.
Were you there the last time?
Well, yeah, better be there again.
You better be there again for. Hold on. Let me get the.
That's why you bought that?
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. I gotta put this.
I mean,
Alright, there you go. For the Moonlight
but you
event.
no, but look at it. It looks crazy.
Oh my god.
There should only be one stamp of approval. No, you already fucked up. Hey, fucked up.
Do it. For the Moonlight event, June 20th, we have me, we have Queen, we have Afrobeat artist Kareem, and we got Yardboy K going to bless the stage at Il Vicolo. Get your tickets right now. If you DM me right now, by the way, and you haven't got your early bird tickets, you can DM me right now, and I'll send you the email, or give me your email so I can add it to the email list. I can send you the link for the early bird tickets, you know what I'm saying? If you're a real fan, if you're a real one, you're gonna get the early bird tickets. You want to save some money and you want to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? I'm basically doing this for you. But anyways, so that ends at noon today, so in like 12 hours time, right? So get your tickets right now.
Also, we officially dropped our first track together.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we have our first track, dog.
That's crazy. It's been like how many years?
Like 6.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. Long time coming. But yeah. So, yeah, KOGA Love Japan, the first official KOGA collective. Also, guys, buy our fucking hoodie, you know? We want to make some money. While we're here, you know? We got 5 people in the chat right now.
No, I saw them down there.
You know, buy a fucking hoodie. They're nice. You know, we're cool.
Yeah, how? Already?
50% pre-shrunk cotton, 50% polyester. Ottawa, Tokyo, Seoul. You know, get your ticket. Come to the listening party in Ottawa if you can. We really appreciate everybody that came on the stream today to talk to us and to hang out. Appreciate you, Tony, of course, always being part of the stream. I'm gonna put my outro music now. Any last words from anybody? Final remarks.
Enjoy the album, nigga.
Enjoy the album.
Enjoy the album.
Like I said, the right time is right now. KOGA Love Japan. KOGA 2025. KOGA till infinity. Forever.
Amazing. So
that was so intense.
This song is called Over Now, but as we all know, it's never really over. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Until next week, I'm having a stream beats with NLN, if I'm not mistaken, on the schedule. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Listen to the album, enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed all the stories that we shared today. Last things, Queen, Sunrob, GP Smith, Greenbeard, and
Big-headed Caesar.
And Caesar. And
Queen.
Yeah, there you go. My name is Yoharis. And have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Take care. Bang. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Okay,
No, baby, it's never really over. No, baby, it's never really over. Just know that you still cry. tryna